That's not the name of it. Oh, goodness. I went to grab my headphones, dropped them on the floor, and they immediately tangled themselves around my chair. Hello, welcome to LockDown LAN, some or anything or other. Let's just make sure. Schalke, say something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Awesome.
It's Trace.
Okay, so let's. Okay, to VR. Whoa. I notice it's very black. Is it black? Is the VR black on the stream, by the way, or is that working now?
Seeing a floating screen.
Oh, hold on. Something's. It's. Oh, there we go. For some reason, it just says headset position is not known. Okay, maybe I should just run it again. Yeah. Okay. When I say exit does not mean show me the menu. Oh, I think I may have run the wrong executable. Let's try this one. Okay, there we go. Headset. I still haven't quite worked out. Oopsie, hang on. What these options are. It doesn't really explain it. It just says, hey, okay, reset head position. Okay, use relative position. Well, okay, so am I going to sit here? There we go. Right, multiplayer. Start a new host. Clear day on the GP track. Okie dokie. Right. Oh, there's so many options. Okay. Visibility, internet, demo. Hello. The host name, Mike, is LockDown, and the password is the three-letter password.
Stop. It says I need to create an account first.
You do. So you need two accounts, rather weirdly. You need a game account and a website account. Now, these can be the same numbers, but for some weird reason, so they can be the same password, but for some weird reason, it doesn't default to that. Oh, shush, I have so much upload. Let's put another 0 onto my upload. Oh no, this is going to require 32 kilobytes per second. I'm not going to force cockpit view, because if Max is here, he is definitely...
Not seeing it on the list.
It should be on the list. Now, I wanted to... where did I change my car? Garage. I wanted to tweak the button marked... Yep. Create new setup. Where's that? New setup.
2 servers starting with L, none of which are locked down.
It should be there. Okay, I'm going to go with a locked differential. It should be there. It is live as far as I know. So LockDown, or you can do the IP address, and it's on port 10666. Skill level pro. Well, let's not get carried away now.
Alright, it connects with name, even if it's unlisted.
Oh, okay, so you can just connect to LockDown. And Mike, the password is the 3-letter password that Schalke is about to type into the Discord, because I'm in VR and therefore I can't.
Yes. It shall be so.
Oh god, that's not the right place. That's not where I set. Thank you.
It says confirmation email is sent. Please check your mail account. We have sent a validation email to blah. Oops, that is not correct. How could my email address not be correct?
I don't know. I mean, have you ever created an account for this before?
Oh god.
Because if not, then it's not forget you want to create a new account. Oh man, I played too much Outrun 2 today. I just keep wanting to... Oh god, lock differential is terrifying.
I have a new setup. I have changed steering to yaw, or like twist on the stick.
Oh, that's interesting.
I used it in Rocket League, so it's kind of maybe translate the same skill.
So
And
Mike,
hopefully will be with squadrons.
Mike, when was the last time that you played Live for Speed then?
2006,
Oh,
2005.
It's got better, although it's very fundamentally still the same game.
Yeah, but I can't get in. It won't let me in.
Well, just, you don't, I mean, are you saying I forgot my account, or are you saying create new account?
Create new.
I mean,
But it says, oops, that email is incorrect. The email's not incorrect.
it says the email is incorrect.
Yeah.
I try again, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that seems to me like it thinks you're trying to reset an existing password or create a new account, which already exists. I mean, instead of creating a new one, if you think it's the same email address, just say, I forgot my password and see if that works.
Yeah, I did that and it doesn't know what it is. It doesn't recognise it.
Oh, Shaka, you've ruined my drifting. I was enjoying drifting. Now I have to race to catch up.
But the web password and the
get the
game
drift.
password can be the same.
They can be the same, yeah, but they can be different. I don't know why there's two,
Yeah.
but there we go.
It says, oops, that is not correct.
Wait, does it mean, you sure it means the
What's wrong
email,
with
you sure you haven't got the capture wrong or something?
There is no capture.
Try doing it in an incognito window, see if you've got some sort of silly cookie causing some horror. Control Shift N, is it? Did you break your car again, Shauka? I just tried to reach out and adjust my rear view mirror in VR. That doesn't work, unfortunately.
I didn't try to break yours.
Oh, did you actually knacker your car?
Yeah.
I really wish this game had Discord integration so I could look at Discord messages whilst I was in VR.
Doesn't VR have like multiple Windows ports?
Yes, but it requires me to have the Oculus controllers, and I don't. They're over there because I'm using the steering wheel. Oh man, drifting in Outrun's way easier than in this. Oh wait, we're on 5 laps. I was like, yay, we're done, I'm the winner, and then there's 2 more laps. Yes, Lancast Biscuitos. I do have a YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/projectorgames for reasons of annoyance. I'm sorry it's not the same as my Twitch one. I'm trying to oversteer and it's hard. The car's like, no. So this might be the last time I use my VR headset. So hopefully the other one will arrive before too long, and I never need to fiddle with tracking cameras or any of this stuff ever again, and I'll be running at glorious super high resolutions. I don't know whether
How much are you going up?
well, it's each eye is 2K by 2K, so the resolution is way higher, and there's no mirror, no screen door, none of the things that suck in VR. Though I have just realised I don't know if this game's got support for any other headset than Oculus. So I don't think this uses OpenVR. I think this is direct support. So I don't know if it has WMR support. I guess I'll find out. Did you pit in, by the way, or did you just limp on with a knackered car?
It was slow to start up again after the stunt. And I'm getting my brakings very bad. I should be learning that you should start like braking too much and then ease it into the correct brake, rather than braking little.
So the faster you're going, the less brakes you can apply in a vehicle. So when you're needing 10 miles an hour, you can apply all the brakes. If you're doing 200 miles an hour, applying the brakes will just lock the wheels up. So as a rule of, you learn this a lot on a motorbike, as you come to a halt, you brake less and less and less and less and less. But a lot of that is due to sort of pivoting. So in this game, when you brake in a straight line. So you can just brake as hard as you want in a straight line. There's no sort of randomness to it. As I said, the important thing is don't worry about your entry speed to a corner. Brake very early, take the corner perfectly, come out of the corner as fast as you can. Because after the corner is a huge amount of straight, and that is far more important, taking the straight quickly than going round the corner quickly, which just isn't important. A corner is only 100 meters long. The road afterwards, you know, the straight is a mile long. That's the bit you've got to maximize your speed on. And this is good advice, and it's not mine, it's professional advice, and I'm terrible at it, but it is good advice, and you should definitely do that. So do as I say, not as I do, because I'm awful at doing, but I'm good at saying. Any luck, Mike?
No, it's rubbish.
But it's definitely, do it on your phone. Like, just do it on your phone. Just create an account on there.
What difference does that make?
It's a completely different web browser, different IP address, different ecosystem.
Even if you take the turn badly, it's way easier to handle. Taking it loose.
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking a corner slowly, you're much less likely to sort of spin off or crash or damage the car. You'll make it round, you know, not in record time, but you'll make it round, and hopefully you're in the right position to do the next bit afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, I also hate to say it, Mike, but maybe try, you know, Internet Explorer. I'm surprised at how many websites, if they don't work, Edge, you just try that one, you're like, oh, it works in here. It doesn't work in Chrome or Firefox or whatever, Opera, whatever browser we were using.
I think with the throttle I'm getting more aware that I seldom don't want to be in mid acceleration. I'll slam it very often to max. Well,
there's only generally 3 throttle positions you want. When you're braking, no throttle at all. When you're accelerating, full throttle. And then you have the concept of balance throttle. So when you are going around a corner, the ideal throttle is the right amount of throttle to neither gain nor lose speed. That's called balance throttle. That means that your tyres are... So if you're not accelerating, you're braking. You have engine braking. You are therefore applying force along the forwards vector of the car and the tyres. So if you are at a balanced throttle, that is enough force to counteract engine braking and rolling friction, you will go around the corner quicker than if you don't have your foot on the accelerator at all. But that's quite hard. The next best thing is no throttle, and the worst thing is full throttle. Do I have a tutorial for tweak? I have... No, I do not. Do you have a tutorial for tweak, Shao? Because I don't think I do.
Well, I looked that you can, on the pit stop, you can fiddle with the car settings and like you can make the high gears a bit higher. And I was thinking about whether it's advantageous on the big straight that this track has.
Are you redlining at the end of 5th? Like, are you actually?
Not exactly.
No, if you're not, then if you're not, then you actually go the other way. You can make your thing lower, your drive ratio. So ideally, you want to hit the red line in 5th just as the moment you start braking. No. Wait, can I just... It says drive-through penalty. I wonder if I'm just allowed to... I've got another drive-through penalty. Yeah, okay, but... Oh. Okay, I'm going to restart. So if you try and drive the wrong way around the track, it forces you into spectator mode. I was like, no, I just wanted to go in the pit entrance the other way, so I won't jump the lights this time. Oh, how do I join? Join.
I give way to the Formula car.
That's alright. He'll twat it around the first chicane. Oh, I need to print some flappy paddles for this steering wheel. I can't find them. They're just little buttons and they're very hard to find when you're at high lock. Does it give the same error message on your phone, Mike?
On my phone, on Edge, on Chrome, it just says, oops, that is not correct, underlined, so you click it, and then it takes you back round to...
I mean, have you tried Googling, live for speed, oops, that's not correct? I think you already have an account, and that's what it's trying to tell you, is you can't create an account, because you've already got one.
Yeah, but I've tried to get the password back, and it says, we don't recognise that email address.
Do you have another email address? Maybe it doesn't like that one.
I've tried that as well.
I don't understand. Oh God. What's it? This is. I don't know. I mean, I had to create one about 2 weeks ago. It was fine. The bit that tripped everybody up is they created their password, logged on, and then it went, oh, enter your game password. In the game, by the way, if you try and log on, it will say you need to log on. Does that then open up a web browser to the right point?
No, because that would be useful.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what does it do? Does it just say... I'm pretty sure it popped up a web browser, because I think it popped it up inside Steam for me, and I'm in VR, so I couldn't use it. But I would definitely Google. I mean, if it looks like it's consistent, seeing whether or not other people have had the same issue. Wait, Shaq, I think I just saw you smack into the... Oh no, you're alright. You just sort of, in my rear view mirror, you just veered off sideways.
It took it a little too long. Not too badly.
So tomorrow's plan, by the way, is start downloading Star Wars Squadrons and then play Rocket League until it goes live. Which should be 11 PM, and then the rest of the stream will be me going, why can't I log in? What is this crap? Which is fully what I expect on launch day from Electronic Arts. I really thought I was going to have... I've got locked rear differentials on this car, so I really thought it would be really wanting to oversteer, and it's really not. if anything, it's being very well behaved, which is... oh, good. I was 1 second quicker than my previous personal best. Has anyone else had this issue, Mike, or is it just are you the first?
I don't know, it went to Bing, so I gave up.
It went to Bing? What went to Bing?
To search.
Why would anyone use Bing?
So that's what's default on a thing that I don't use ever.
Oh, were you inside Edge? I guess Edge uses Bing as its default engine.
They have all these signs on this track. I guess they are not paying extra to have them. They're just accurate representation of the real place.
No, it's a fake track. There's a bunch of like motorway signs. It's completely fake though. They had some sponsorship from BMW, which is why we got the Formula BMW car with aero in it. On the rest, I think it's actual sponsors. Like Castrol actually paid to have this in the game. Well, both Mike and I have worked on F1 games, and putting billboards up that don't match up to reality is tricky. And you got to get exactly right. And then you have other issues that, for instance, you can't have Marlboro signs in your game. You can have the red and white triangles, but you definitely can't have the red Marlboro. So all sorts of fun when trying to recreate real racetracks. And in one case, the FIA complaining that the billboards weren't readable enough, so we had to reduce the textures all over the place to make the billboards more readable. I don't know what you mean by, say, tweaker LFS. Tweak what? Handling of the car? I mean, really? I don't think the car needs much tweaking. I'm understeering a little bit, but I'm in a rear-wheel drive car. I can't really say much more than that. This is one of those things that in computer games you tend to get the feeling that tweaking the car is super important. And I remember seeing over the years a whole bunch of interviews with real race drivers going, yeah, we don't really do that. Like, the most we'll do is change one of the cogs so it's longer for a certain track. Like, outside of F1, it's just not really a thing. I mean, I remember in Formula 1 Grand Prix, I would watch the graphs of all of the bumps, and tweak the suspension so it never hit the bunt stop, and tweak all that. But realistically, you're only going to gain, you know, a second of lap time or something, and you're better off practicing your corners. So it's one of those games offer it, but in reality, it's not likely you are anywhere near mechanically competent enough to tweak a car for like that. It's just not how it works.
It's like because of engineering limitations, so it's only the thing in formulas because of the regulations.
No, Formula 1 are the only people with the money to do it. And yeah, like in Formula 1 you'll get accurate sensor data from every brake, every accelerator, all the suspension data, exactly where they were on the track, all of that. Whereas in, like, you know, GT racing, no one's got the money for that sort of thing. You just slap the same setup. The only difference is if there's a long straight, you might put a longer final drive ratio in, or a longer fifth cog. But other than that, you don't tend to do a lot in the way of per track setup for motorsport. I mean, here I could get a little bit. How that's loud. You get a little bit more out your car if I had a slightly shorter final drive ratio, because I am not quite redlining it in fifth. But I mean, I'm talking about half a second down the straight, something like that. Whereas I'd be better off not screwing this corner up and then not screwing this one up. That's going to get me a lot more mileage than fiddling around with that.
I guess the engineer that built the car like if you need to tweak the car, the engineer has done a bad job building the car.
Well, I mean, like, you know, outside of Formula One, I mean, most race cars, they're not much past road cars. You know, they got stiffer suspension and better tyres and bigger engine and all that, but they're not radically different. You know, cars are cars. They'll tweak it a bit, but they won't, you know, massively address the weight balance until you start getting into the very expensive and high-end parts of racing. So, you know, and certainly the driver doesn't tweak it.
Did we lose that?
Sorry, Mike, what did it say exactly?
Game is black now.
Yes, because I've taken the headset off so I can stay. But
It said, oops, that is not correct.
I have hit. Why am I driving around in somebody else's car? Anyways,
I can send you it on Facebook.
so I just wanted to. Dora, get off the VR cable, you little rat bag. I'm going to close the game because that's just pissing me off. Oops, that is not correct. Sorry, it's for some reason it just started to shove my steering wheel around. Dora!
We adore Kiora.
We do not adore her. She's a rat bag and she can stop biting on cables or I will cut her. Okay. Oh, God.
Maybe it doesn't like the underscore in the name.
Well, I've just created an account for you. Aren't I nice? There's your password. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, we have sent a validation email to my... No, you total bellend. That button is for you to click on if you've got your email address wrong. That's you to say, oops, that's not correct. To be fair...
What?
So,
What?
that's for you to say, oops, that's not correct, and to change your details. Not the website going, oh dear, that's an issue. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a particularly piss poor message. But yeah, that's what that is. And I've sent you your password on Facebook. But every time you clicked, oops, that's not correct, it just cancelled your account. Does that make sense? That's the guy being way too colloquial. Okay.
Right, so you meant to stay on that page, you went for the email. But I still don't have an email.
You probably should do now.
Nope.
Well, check your spam. Okay, I've created the game again.
There's nothing. And I don't know.
No. I'm sorry. Apologies for being so terrestrial. But yeah, what that is it's terrible. There should have been a button marked, I have made a mistake. Click here if you have made a mistake. No, oops, that is not correct.
Yeah.
That's loud.
For you.
And everybody on the stream and my ears, yes.
Oh.
Shalka, what does your number plate say?
Seal.
Yeah, okay.
Tries to.
Right, so what you've just done, you've just read out a finished number plate to me, and I still don't know what it says. What does it say? Like,
what was the registered username that you put in?
I didn't put a username in because it doesn't ask for a username. The email address is your Hotmail.
That's safe. So I have no registered username, I just have a game password. Is that right?
Your email address is your Hotmail email address. Doesn't ask you for a username. Oh,
It does.
yeah, sorry, Deepster.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry, now I'm having a brain
All
fart.
lowercase.
Probably. That's why I went. I couldn't remember the name of Oliver's PlayStation account. I was like, what is it? What is it? Max, would you like us to restart because you're currently in the pits?
Yeah, but that's another problem. It's decided to throw my controls in the bin, which is nice.
Oh.
My controls were using the mouse click, left click to accelerate and right click to brake, and it's just ignoring them now.
Is it? Are you in neutral?
No, it's definitely gear. So you'd still hear revving. That'd be very obvious.
Oh yeah, this is a good point.
Mouse, it's still in the system. Mouse left accelerate, mouse right brake. Why isn't it obeying them?
It is possible to have. It's possible to turn the engine off. There is a button to start the engine. Engine's on. Okay. What was the default accelerate key before? Like normally?
I don't know. I've re-unbound the wheel, but the other buttons.
No, this doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
The username and password do not work.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
You
Don't
have to
play
touch his
anyway.
mouse and keyboard rather than the joystick.
Can you log on to the website with that username and or Hotmail address and password?
Well, I still don't have anything in my Hotmail account.
I'm sure I pasted that out of an email from you. So I'm sure I didn't get that bit wrong.
Well, I don't know anything.
And it's not in your junk?
Nope.
I don't know what
Nope.
to say. I mean, honestly, you've got to the point now though where don't click on oops that isn't correct, and you should be able to say I forgot my password anyway. Like there is an account, and then it will go through that process.
No, the email address was not found in our database.
Oh, what on Discord or something? I can only see Discord at the minute. What it's just your first name and then the two letters of your surname at hotmail.com.
That's correct.
No special characters.
No.
No.
Well, now you know not to click on whoops that isn't correct. Just
Yeah.
click
okay.
on. I think it's possible you've confused it. I don't know what that. I've never seen ever a website going excellent. We sent you a confirmation email and there's a button mark. No, don't worry about it. Like I've never seen anyone do that. It's complete nonsense. Sorry, let's restart now. Max actually has working controls because we're a lap ahead of him.
Okay.
They're going to front wheel drive and Max going with rear wheel drive. He's brave.
Full start, even though we're backwards apparently. Nah,
Remember, we're doing 7 or 8 minutes of racing. Don't try and save a tenth of a second at the start.
no, I was trying to make sure which way was
Oh.
change up. We can put it in first, then start rolling forwards. I'm like, oh, I did that.
I have
can't see
to.
my side view mirror.
And
Oh, shit, it's smashing into
dangerous
me.
part.
I've got a mirror I can see on the right, but not on the left.
Just glance left.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
There is a glance button. I wasn't being entirely sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is. I know what it is on the steering wheel, and if I press it, I feel immediately nauseous.
There's even a glance axis if you want to use that.
There's a what?
You can bind the viewport to
Oh,
an
I've got it on
axis.
the, yeah, I've got it on the view, on the joystick.
Yeah, Forza Horizon has a very good drift mode. Instead of looking where your car's forward is, it looks where your car's going. So if you're drifting, you're not just seeing the inside of the corner. I still can't get this car's arse out at all. Oh, but Max managed it.
On the grass, yeah.
No, you managed to get the arse out and then just, oh my god, it's all going a bit.
Pete Tong. Don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad. Got yellow flag for that.
No, yellow flag means there's something in front of you that is an obstacle.
I know.
Did it?
Me, he's been the obstacle.
Oh, okay.
So, that's what I'm saying. I got it. Definitely me. Woo! Yeah, the arse is going out like mail on this one.
Yeah, until you've got a handle on, I'll say safe and careful driving, I don't really recommend the rear wheel drive car because it's proper twitchy. Whereas the front wheel drive, it's very, very forgiving. You can pretty much just keep your foot flat to the floor and it won't just do what my one did.
Blade tries to spell out sound head, and I ran out of letters.
Ah,
The idea is that you gotta go fast.
I just put DJ1. I'm not very imaginative. Man, I'm gonna have to work overtime to catch you up. I accelerated too much during the corner. Just got the arse of my car out.
Rest sure to not crash.
No.
Pit are we in?
Which pit? I think any of them. You just stop on the left-hand side and that's it. It counts.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes. It just counts up and then you just go. I think. I'm having to put my drink down in VR and remember where it is in VR because I can reach in the real world and in VR. And because what's it called? Proprioception. Right, my body knows where my hand is even if I can't see it. There's a name for it. I can't remember what it is now. It's not like that. But yeah, I put my drink just above my gear stick, so I just reach out to my gear stick and my drink's there. Like a real.
Do it be to have like a camelback?
Oh, what? Sorry?
A camelback. It's something I use when I'm cycling.
Oh,
Like a bladder with a drinking tube.
I actually have one of those downstairs, but I'm not that hardcore.
I would be.
Just reach out. The most I would close it was just to get a sippy cup, so I can't actually spill it. Or just a long straw.
I'm semi-crushing.
I've noticed. I mean, as a rule of thumb, don't drink out of anything labelled bladder. I mean, that's very good advice for the majority of one's life.
Rubbish.
You certainly don't want to drink out of my bladder, trust me.
No, but I would drink out of a bladder I'd fill full of water.
Do you want to just think about what you said again?
Yes.
Who fills your bladder normally? Is it you?
I filled it with a tap from the tap.
Oh God, you don't want to do that either. You can get definite infections. Oh God, I'm on the gravel, come on! Stupid car! Like, I only fill my bladder myself and I still wouldn't drink out of it.
Some people do, make a habit of it.
I hope not very many people make a habit out of that.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. The body doesn't want that stuff, you're just putting it straight back in.
I think you can drink urine twice, and at that point, it becomes extremely poisonous. As a rule, I mean, try to avoid drinking.
It's not diluted, I think, to be fair.
Well, no, because after it's been through twice, it's not very dilute. It's all poison, not much water.
Oh, I see. They're not drinking anything else besides
Yeah.
that.
So if you're out in the wild, once you've drunk 2 days worth of your own piss, you're in trouble. But probably you're in trouble anyway, or you have a mental issue. One of the two.
Yes. How long's the pit stop penalty for?
Just stop. Was it a stop-go penalty?
I don't remember. It's just pit stop. No, it's counting up. I'm like, oh, go.
Yeah, then you go. As soon as it starts counting up, you can go. Yeah. If there's a
Drive-through penalty, speed in the pit lane. Okay.
drive-through penalty, just means you've got to drive through. Stop-go penalty means you've got to stop, and a 5-second penalty means you need to stop to that number as 5. Oh yeah, I mean this is trying to be like a real go-stop penalty. In reality, you don't drive into a pit stop and they say you're not allowed to drive away. If you stop for 4.9 seconds and drive off, your penalty doesn't count.
Yeah.
Have you fixed it, Mike? Have you fixed it? What?
Give it up.
You'll probably get an email about 1 o'clock this morning.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. I'm waiting for an email, and like you say, it may have confused it. Because I did it.
But you've got your... Don't you have your Ultra McKenna email account as well?
No.
Don't you have at least... You don't have another email address?
I do, I tried that and it didn't work.
But did you click on oops?
Yeah, so it's probably broken it now like this is.
To be honest, even if you click oops, I can't send the email back. I'm amazed you haven't got a whole bunch of you've just signed up, click here to verify emails.
Nope, nothing at all.
So not as a,
Question. How do you scroll the page of cars?
you don't know if you do. I mean, there are only 3 cars you got access to anyway. Well, 2 I think.
On the first
They're all yeah.
pages.
Yeah, but you don't have any of those anyway. So as far as like,
The BMW's on there.
that's on the first page in the bottom left, unless you're restricted to the same class. I have been trying to look at this. I think if I upgrade my copy of the game, you guys just aren't allowed to join, which is very annoying. Because it means to get any more tracks, we'd all have to buy it. Which I don't mind in principle. I just think it's not a very good way of setting up your game. I think SnowRun did it better, where the host has to buy the game, and everybody else can just use the host's content, or they can.
Progress.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, you don't get your own vehicle, but you do get to borrow somebody else's. So in this case, the equivalent is, I buy the game, you can race on my track, you can race with any of my cars, but you can't develop your own setup for the car. It seems perfectly valid to me, because people who actually care will go and buy it, and people who don't care will just go, I just want to play my mate's server, and it's more likely that we would stop playing this and play Forza than if you were just a very casual player and you're like, I don't really want to spend 12 quid on the extra expansion pack. It's, I think that's a better way. Lord of the Rings learned this. They learned it's much more important to have population than to try and squeeze extra money out the players. The population count is important. I did check out this game supports at least 20 players.
Right. Hey.
Hey?
I'm in.
Yay!
It doesn't like Hotmail, apparently.
Oh, right. I only use Gmail, so...
Internet, I presume. Hostname.
LockDown. Is it LockDown or is it LockDown:10666? Shalka?
The name is letters only.
Right, so yeah, just LockDown for the name.
Okay. Password's on the Discord.
It is.
So, the maximum server connection / races is 16 server connections, 12 races on the demo one. If you go to any of the other levels, there's 48 connections.
Oh wow, 40. The most I've seen is a 20-player race.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
My engine is busted, so.
Yeah.
6 quid though.
It's, I mean, to be fair, it's good value for money. There's a lot of games. The problem is for something like Forza, it's just outrageous amounts of content, really. But yeah, because we only have access to the 2 tracks, one of which, well, technically 3 tracks, but one of the tracks I absolutely cannot do. I cannot do the Rallycross track in VR. There's too much up and down. It's horrible.
Have people actually been literally sick?
A friend of, well, not about this game, but a friend of mine, he did VR. He did it for about 6 or 7 minutes and then projectile vomited. So
Wow.
I'm I'm at one end of the curve, but I'm a long way off the. Yeah, I just feel a bit.
Right.
I get warm and I get nauseous, but I don't get actually sick.
What am I doing now then? Is that in?
Well, let me. How do I get back to the? How do I get back to the menu? Can't you see if you're in?
Escape.
Yeah, but how do I oh, end race, there we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you're on the choose a car screen.
Skill level pro.
That's the AI. So if you click on garage on the right, oh, not garage, sorry. If you click on, where do you choose your car?
Car. It says garage on the right. It's in garage.
Oh yeah, garage then car. So the two that are the same. The XFG is the front wheel drive, and the XRG is the rear wheel drive.
XF it is then.
And we will probably do a bit. I do the Formula, the FBO2 a bit later, but I can't. I love it. It's great. I can't do too many races in it.
So just click go then.
Yeah.
Not sure how I'm going to do the sound for this. That's loud.
Yes. See, normal people have headphones. Oh, we are going. One thing very important: if you skip the lights, you have to do a drive-through penalty. Don't skip the lights. So you're on your steering wheel.
Yeah, hopefully.
And force feedback's just working.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you're in the yellow car, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just going to follow and wait for you guys to... Yeah, that's good.
Oops.
Oh, wait. I think Max is probably in the way. I'm just going to follow you all down the straight, wait for you all to crash at the end, and then just sail past whilst laughing. I might shout bus wankers out the window. I can't promise that I won't.
I foiled your plans, I didn't crash.
You haven't come to the corner yet. You're all very abreast, so you need to be... Shauka's in the right place, all the way over to the left-hand side. No, okay, I take it back. Shauka's far too far to the left. It's just hit the grass. It's just lost control. Mike's braking way too early. Max brakes way too late. It's like watching the fucking Italian Job with you three in identical cars all doing it wrong.
Hold on, Lens, I've got a great idea.
Yeah, but who's at the front? Whoops.
Shauka, I believe, and I think Mike, you're.
I was watching my mirror there.
I think you're in last place, as far as I can tell.
No, not last.
I know Max also lost it.
Yeah. But I like fish, so that's fine.
I'm going to take the opportunity to beat Mike at this, because this might be the only time I beat him at a racing game.
Definitely smash it, yeah.
So bear in mind, Shauka, when you are braking for the corner, do not use the engine to brake with. Do not slam it down through the gears, because you will wreck your clutch. So that's what I keep doing. I brake like I do in Forza. Brake hard, ram, 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 ram. Don't do it. Keep the revs low during downshifts, or no clutch for you.
The problem I've got is I want to feather the brake. I'm letting you gently feed it in, especially a mouse button. So basically, all brakes, no brakes, all brakes, no brakes.
Yeah, but
What's the thing not to do? What wears down the gears?
Don't. When changing down gears, don't let the revs get too high. Max, you say that. I don't generally put my foot gently on the brake. It's either all brake in a straight line or no brake in all other circumstances. So don't worry too much about having a soft brake. There's not really any such thing. You shouldn't, until you get into, trail braking and all that sort of stuff, you should either be genuinely full accelerator, no brake, full brake, no accelerator, with the slightly more advanced one of a balanced throttle. But that's not something to worry about at this point. But pretty much here, solid brake, solid brake, solid brake, solid brake, solid brake, off the braking corner. Like,
I've got left foot braking.
Well, yeah, but left foot braking is more to do with that's when you're matching. That's when you got a clutch. You don't need to left foot braking in a car with only. Well, you do, but you don't call it left foot braking. But as a rule, you don't want to be braking around the corner. That's called trail braking, and that's probably not something you want to do until you've had a lot of practice at getting cars around corners. At what's the word? With enthusiasm.
So do I suffer damage if I go in red revs
Yes.
with gas?
Nah. If you force the engine past 7,000, yes, you will. So if you're going quickly and you change down a gear, you'll break the engine. If you just keep accelerating, I don't think so.
So rule of thumb, think of red revs as damage.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is,
That's why it's got called the red line. There's a reason for it.
I mean, mostly when you're changing down on a corner, change down a little bit late. I mean, I've done it before. I've taken my Impreza up to red line by changing down a bit soon. Because you've got a clutch, you tend to go, wait, no, and slam the clutch back in. And the Smart Roadster, because it's semi-automatic, it won't let you do it. This one has the very...
Clutch.
Yeah, you don't get a clutch.
Cord.
Yeah, you don't
I
have...
have a clutch.
Wait, oh, wait, you're not using the clutch, are you?
I'm not using it, but I could press it. If it saves against damage. No,
No,
sorry,
wait!
sorry.
That's better.
What have you done?
This is the game with
got
demolition
pedals
slide.
I've got an accelerator pedal.
I got that working now.
Took almost 2 seconds to say bind that to W. There you go.
Oh, I thought it was playing Silly Buggers before.
No. I was having the mouse and keyboard not playing up because for some reason it had chosen the gamepad over the
Ah.
I don't know.
My gamepad's actually on a USB hub with the Switch. The amount of times I have to turn off my USB hub because some game decides that it really wants to listen to the gamepad, not anything else.
Yeah.
So in VR on this game, I can see my characters wearing a helmet, so I can look in the rearview mirror and actually look at myself. It's ever so cool. The hard part is not giving it too much welly coming out of this corner.
My gears are breaking down.
So
Just going to pit stops, fix the gears.
I assume so.
Yes, you can, yeah.
Mike, I will warn you, we do have full damage on. I think that's the only option. I don't think there's an option to race without damage. So do be aware of that on your next braking manoeuvre. Which you did very early!
Why is the pit speed lane limit in kilometers an hour when we're driving in miles per hour?
Yeah, it's silly, isn't it? Especially considering two of the people that work on this are British and the other one is... I want to say Finnish. It might not be Finnish.
So a 30-second time limit, does that mean 30 seconds sat here doing nothing?
I don't know. That might just add 30 seconds onto your final time.
So it's stuck on the screen saying 30-second time for speeding the pit.
I have no idea, I'm afraid. Usually, given that we're only doing 5-lap races and not 30, if you get a penalty, pretty much that's it. Just enjoy driving around rather than actually winning for the rest of the event. Yeah, if you're doing like a 50-lap race, it's different. You know, at that point, everyone's going to get a few time-ins.
And I might make it to the goal.
Wow, I've been so close up Mike's ass this whole.
There are other cars in the car park. That's cool.
You can drive around the car park. That's one of the tracks we're allowed to drive in. That's mostly just for messing around. Oh, the rear wheel drive is a bit twitchy.
I'm going the wrong way in the car park.
Now the question is, if I don't brake for this corner, will I damage my car more than I damage Mike's?
There is an obstacle here.
Wrong way in forcing me to spectate.
Yeah.
I'm going wrong way in the bloody car park.
Good lane also.
Alright, I'm going to go and wash my hands so I can have some noodles back in a minute.
I will probably break your time.
Now, all I have to do is not screw this up for the rest of the race. Oh, careful, there's the obstacle. Oh, is that where your car broke? Oh, God! You're right in the racing line. Oh, that was a bit... No, no, no! Oh God, I'm catching as well. I am. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a word with the marshals. I think that is what's going to be happening now. It's horrible. Crashing in VR is absolutely sickening. It is really, really horrid. Yes, well done. You beat me by one. Wait, 1.3 seconds. Yeah, but you did ram me.
What is it? It doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
And yes, but except unless you win by cheating, and that is.
I don't believe that was cheating. I believe that was.
Unless you've got lost.
Going up the inside.
Is rubbing racing? Well.
Yeah. Have you seen touring cars?
I've seen Days of Thunder. So Schalke broke it. Max had to do a pit stop, and Mike cheated. So that makes me the winner. Great. That's one to me. Excellent.
Sorry, that's not what it says.
Oh, that's what I talked to the adjudicator, and that's what he said. Remember, don't jump the lights. My handbrakes. I've just tried to reach the handbrake to turn it off because the light's on. I love VR, and it sucks all at once.
Kissy, kissy.
Oh, you like that, do you?
Coming through.
You don't want to. That was you. You literally just pit maneuvered yourself into my front wing. Have you broken it? There's nothing I could do. You cut right across me. I literally couldn't.
Wow. That's why this game has held how many copies?
I don't quite a lot, actually. I mean, this is so. If you are a guy who does proper track days, this Project Cars and iRacing, these are the games you play. These are the ones to really hone real world driving skills on, because they are that realistic. So this is one of those that, you know, compared to Forza, a pathetic number of copies. Within its genre, this is one of the bigger ones.
It feels a bit dead though in terms of development. It's actually been developed?
As far as I know, yeah. I mean,
It's right on it? What?
there are new cars and tracks. I mean, the thing is, it's now much better than it was. I mean, this is still a DX9 renderer, but they've just added day-night cycles and real-time lighting. That was their last major update, which I don't know if we've got access to. But yeah, I mean, if you compare it to Forza, I mean, this game's a nothing. I mean, Forza's got hundreds of cars, looks fantastic. You've played Forza Horizons, Mike?
Yeah.
What do you think of the engine audio?
Worked on it.
Did you? Oh dear.
The first one, yeah.
Oh. You didn't do the Impreza engine noise, did you? Because it's pretty bad.
No.
And the V8's revved to 8,000 and sound stupid. I didn't know you worked on the first Horizons. I don't feel so bad slacking off the audio then. No, it's weird. The engine audio is... It varies. Some of them are great. A lot of them are really, really bad.
Whoops. So easy to crash in it, that's the funny thing. good time doing it. So.
Not in VR.
Check out from real life.
Not in VR, you won't.
Yeah, check out real life. I don't think I would take up as a hobby actually because it's bloody expensive and a long way to drive.
Well, no. I mean, where's your nearest racetrack? Abingdon is definitely a nearby racetrack to you. Goodwood, yeah. Goodwood's, that's not a racetrack. That's a what's the word? Sprint, rather than a course.
No, that was.
What's the other?
I've sent a message and maybe crashed. I want to read the message.
What's the other one? I mean, yeah, Bedford's north of London, Silverstone,
They're all
Darlington.
pretty much north of London. Yeah.
Mike, what tracks are south of London? And there's Henstridge, which is a drag race. Oh, York Speedway's been reopened up as Melbourne Speedway, so they're now doing Run What You Brung drag nights. So I might actually go along. That's nice and close. Probably next year, but I think I'd like to take my bike there. I think I'd probably enjoy that more than the car. So you are obviously quite welcome to come along if I do. Yeah, I mean, Max, one of the reasons I've been thinking about getting a motion platform and doing less track days is because there are so many fewer tracks here than when I lived in Southampton. I had access to a lot of tracks with a lot less driving. Here, I mean, there are some. I've got Cadwell, Alton, Blighton, technically Elvington, though not in practice, and York Raceway and Three Sisters. So there are a bunch. But yeah, I mean, there's a few go-kart tracks that are big enough to be classed as essentially very small racetracks around here that you can take your car on, which is pretty good. But it's not that expensive a hobby. There are definitely more expensive hobbies. Unless you get into the realms of a separate car and then really soft slicks and then you start getting it tuned. You know, it's a hobby that you can spend as much or as little on as you like. Although you'd have to be not that into it before a VR setup and a motion platform becomes a lot cheaper.
More than a car.
Nah, you can pick up a car 500 quid, no problems.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my point is you don't have to do a lot of tracking before you've got through enough tyres and petrol that dropping £3,000 on a motion rig doesn't seem all that bad.
Yes.
I mean, I know people who've spent thousands and thousands on their PC to practice. But just to practice driving realistic cars over the winter, so they don't get that practice. Because a friend of mine did it. He sent me this glorious setup. I don't know, £7,000-8,000, enormous setup, beautiful. And I went, "What VR headset have you got?" He goes, "Oh no, they're all crap. They're not as good as this. I've got 3 55-inch screens." I'm like, just, you know, you've got the money. Just buy a VR headset. Buy an Oculus Rift. And he bought an Oculus Rift and just went, "Oh, this is so much better than my screens." So I think it was 55 inch. It may have been 50-inch screens in a sort of a big cockpit in front of him, and the 400 quid VR headset just trounces it.
Not out of them, yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh my god, I'm going to tell everyone at my racing club this is so much better than a proper setup and a lot cheaper too."
I think you have the rest of the controls and that. It's just the visuals, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I mean,
then you've got to go by feel, then, haven't you, on some of the controls?
Well,
handbrake, so on and so forth.
True,
Handbrake,
but
gears.
Yeah, but I mean, gears. Well, you say that, but like when you change gear in your cars, do you look down?
No.
They might. There's a little bit peripheral, but
I don't always have my hand on the gearbox, on the gear, polish area.
Yeah, I mean, I can, from where I noticed this when I was playing War Thunder, grabbing my HOTAS in VR is very easy. Right now I've got my hands on the steering wheel, flight pedals there, gear sticks there. It's very, very simple to grab. Oh, that wasn't good, Mike. I've caught up with you. Can I maintain my... No, I can't. Come on, I can do this. I've got this. Oh, no! Who just joined the Discord, by the way? I'm sure I heard someone.
You did.
Oh, nothing. We're playing SnowRunner and we're full.
Oh, okay.
Bugger is already in the game.
You know I watch the stream when I'm driving home, right?
You're not supposed to do that. You can listen to the stream, but you're not supposed to watch it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but...
And to be fair, That's not the worst thing I know anyone's. The worst thing I know anyone's ever done, and he's not here, so he can't defend himself. One of the people that we regularly play games with, he watched the last episode of Battlestar Galactica, the last one ever, on his way to work, driving in his car, 7 in the morning, because it just aired, and he watched it on his laptop on the passenger seat on the way to work, because that's how much he wanted to watch it.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Didn't crash?
Well, no, he still plays games with us, so, Max, what the hell are you doing? I thought you would let me pass.
Well, just because even if he crashed, it doesn't mean it's over for him.
Well, he has crashed his car, but not that morning. Damn it. Mike made it through all the back markers and I got stuck on them. Excuse me, back marker.
Hey.
There's grass driving through my car. Driving through my cockpit.
Wow. Guess you got a lawnmower then?
Does anyone need to change anything? Or are we going to go for a 5-man race? I thought Esmea would be joining us as well. I'm a little sad she's not. And Max, not Max, and Sai. I would like to play. I'd like to play this with like 20 people. I think it would be
Carnage.
Yeah. It's
then
like
that's where you get people going, oh, I'm just going to splash out a little bit more to have a better car than everybody else. Or
well, no, I can limit what cars people are allowed to use. That's an option. It's not like Forza where someone goes, I'm going to go in the Bugatti Veyron. Is that ready? Because the rest of us are minis. So I don't know if you can see it, Mike. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but when I actually look around, you can see my guy looking around in the car. So I give you a cold Luigi stare going around the when you do that.
Excuse you.
But yeah, I've played online races, and usually those first 3 corners, just hit them carefully, let half the pack wipe themselves out, and then
Max is being very aggressive.
I think he's still struggling with the controls. Max, I have specifically not forced internal view, by the way. If you think you'd do better on external view, it should be available to you now.
it is, yeah. I'm happy with the internal view though.
Externals are usually a little bit easier, though it's an awful lot less immersive.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with the rear view and wing mirrors in this as well. They work extremely well. Like, I'm properly using my mirrors a lot, and they've done a really, really good job of them, which is so surprising because a lot of games actually do a very poor job of mirrors.
How you do poor job with the mirror? It's a mirror. Function be
So a lot of games, what they do is they generate a flat reflection map for the mirrors, so there's no depth in the mirrors. These mirrors are they have depth.
Do it.
It's an interesting line you've chosen there. Look in the rearview mirror. Died. Why would you have braked then? What the hell? Ah!
Come on, fella. Oh, you're pulling away.
Of course I am. Skills to pay the... Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. Hold on. There we go. Skills. Now, the real question is, where do you brake on this corner?
Far too early.
Oh, okay.
Generally.
Okay, good. That's fine. You continue with that. I may have just knackered my clutch a little bit then.
Tom's receiving a phone call.
Really? Can you hear that?
Chirpy.
Yeah, we can hear that.
No,
Oh.
chirpy. Someone's ringing tone I can hear. Like.
Oh. I think it's mine.
Sure, leave your phone in the pit.
No, you have to keep your phone in the car for timing.
Oh yeah, GPS timing. Well, that's all.
Oops. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh no, that was bad. And the crowd goes mild.
I see a yellow flag up.
You might see a yellow car wrong way up as well.
No, not
No,
anymore.
it's the right way up. Managed to
Ah.
roll it all over, I think.
New personal.
Feel
See,
the puff of smoke.
Max. I know that you prefer games where they are easier and you do better. I'd like to point out you just knocked 2.87 seconds off your personal best. You are
Didn't
getting
even
better.
notice.
Well, it came up, but you are getting better. The thing is, unless you pay attention to your lap times, you won't notice that you're getting better. You don't feel it. It just feels like the game's getting maybe easier, but you just knocked nearly 3 seconds off your best. That was your best lap ever. Somebody else got a best lap, but I didn't
Nice.
notice it.
I think it was me because I was seeing a lot of stuff popping up for me. That's fine. I think I'm still in the real or wheel car.
Oh, rear wheel drive. Yes, I think you are. Sorry, I thought you meant a rear wheel steering, and I'm like, I don't think there are any. That would be terrible.
This isn't Trailmakers.
I'm pretty sure that so there have been 6-wheel drive cars in Formula 1. One with skirts, one with down things. I don't know if there's any rear wheel steering ones. I don't know if any race cars that have. I'm sure somebody has, because a lot of modern cars have. Well, some modern cars have 4-wheel steering. So at high speeds, both wheels turn at the same. So instead of steering across the motorway when you change lanes, you sort of drift sideways because the wheels are facing the same way. And when you're going slowly, the wheels turn in opposite directions, so your turning circle gets a lot smaller. So there have been cars with that set up on, but I don't have any race cars. My Ultra Mechanis is 13 seconds behind me. My only complaint about this game, actually, is that the... there you go, Tad, 2.3 seconds off your personal best. Well done. I really wish... Because I've got, like, the map and everything. I just wish that was in my car. I wish I had a GPS rather than just it showing me a hologram.
But like,
Max, I'm coming for you.
yeah, whatever. A bit like, GTA 5, where you have to use the phone.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. That was quite clever, although I didn't really get to drive it.
I haven't played GTA 5, but there was a GTA 4 had a phone. And you were there robbing a bank, and you get a phone call and goes, "Ah, cousin, you want to go bowling?" It's like, no, I'm robbing a bank. Stop fucking ringing me. I'm going to put this on silent. God's sake.
I need to learn to drive, not to brake my gears.
Yeah, when you change down late. Even if you finish your braking maneuver and then change down, it's okay. But if you redline it, you will break the clutch. And, con rods and pistons and timing belts.
Oh,
And...
Rodney.
Doesn't feel like I'm doing that much.
So Tad, you're a car person. So there was
To an extent.
Petrol head.
Well, he's a professional car
Diesel
person.
head.
That's the difference. So someone posted earlier on a Facebook group I'm in, the Tesla Model 3 has just set some record, and they're pointing out that the battery has, after 100,000 miles, 97% of its life, and they showed all the running costs for this. And this guy just immediately posts, "Oh, but it's nowhere near. The running costs for a car are way lower." And I just responded with, "Well, look at who has never had to replace head gasket or a timing belt or a clutch or a differential or transmission or a gearbox." And he's like, "I've been working on cars for 35 years and I've never had to change anything apart from consumables and a starter motor." I'm like, you have never had a head gasket go, ever, or a differential, and you've never changed a timing belt or a clutch. In 35 years, shut up.
I believe you.
It's like you can argue that one's better than the other, that's fine, but don't just fucking lie, especially not in a ridiculous way. Because one of the things he said he was driving was a Jeep Wrangler. I'm like, they're not
What?
they're not famed
What?
for reliability. I don't believe.
No, they're not. They're awful for that.
Yeah.
And you have to get timing belts, like the cam belt done, because otherwise, shit
Yeah.
happens bad.
Yeah, I mean, on my Impreza, my consumables, because it's an Impreza, clutch, head gasket,
Oh, overcooked it.
timing belt. I expect to get through all of these over the course of the car, and a lot. I mean, I can get through clutches very quickly if I'm heavy-footed, and they're not cheap. But I also wrecked the flywheel. I mean, that's £100 right there.
What?
Well, no, flywheels don't last long.
Flywheel.
Yeah.
How do you wreck it though? I mean, what do you do to bugger a flywheel?
It wears out. I mean, no flywheel is made perfect, and it just starts
Yeah.
to it starts to wobble more and more for practice.
Oh right, bearings, that's thing.
I've had the spigot bearing go as well, and they had to take the whole transmission out, and they replaced the spigot bearing. He goes, the spigot bearing says costs £1. He goes, I'll give you that. So they take the whole transmission out, the whole gearbox out, and then at the end of the whole transmission system, it's just this little teeny tiny spigot bearing. You take the bearing off, you put it on. He goes, normally when we do this, we'd also replace the clutch and the flywheel, but those are all fine. But the spigot bearing seizing means that it is possible the whole transmission will seize dead at velocity. So, but yeah, I was just utterly boggled by this guy going, I've never had to change anything in my car. It's like, I said to him, either you're lying, in which case stop commenting on the internet, or you're a really bad mechanic, in which case stop commenting on the internet.
And stop being a mechanic.
Stop being a mechanic, yeah. So,
I can't finish.
Tad, did you want to change your car?
Nah, this is. I'm having fun.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, in that case, our best lap was in 6 seconds of each other. So you're definitely all getting better. It's a shame it doesn't now put us in reverse order of where we fit. There is a qualifying thing. But yeah, tomorrow, Rocket League and Squadrons. It's going to be epic. But this is something low effort for VR, so this doesn't make me feel too sick unless people ram me a lot. I'm just looking at the pack back there. Remember, to win a race, you must first finish a race.
Looking
I
ahead of
rolled
me
it, I still
myself.
finished.
I didn't hear either of you, because you talked over each other. What was
Said
that?
I rolled it, I still finished.
Yes, but true. And then your next step is to win.
Yeah, I already won twice.
Well, I think this is only our third race, so that really is impressive. And one of those you cheated on.
How did he cheat?
He slammed me out the way on the penultimate corner. I'm getting the hang of this drifting lock.
Yeah.
Get rid of the skid marks on the tarmac.
How do you get rid of them?
Yeah.
Steep.
Didn't clear the skid marks.
No, they should still be there from last time. The idea is that, I mean, in reality, obviously they're there forever, but that gives you a good indication of where you should brake. You brake with all the skid marks on.
You clean them off.
I don't know whether the game probably saws a finite number of skid marks, but I mean, realistically, everybody should be braking at the same point anyway. But you can use the skid marks to give yourself a good indication of where you should be wrong gear, where you should be braking, and the racing line. Now I'm in VR, see, I've got an excellent rearview mirror. Get off the grass. I forgot to change gear then.
Should have rammed you off, Max.
Never mind.
But that would be
Keep
rude.
your cheating ways to yourself.
Well, guess who's not going to brake for this corner then?
I did break.
Yes.
Do I keep you in the corner, Max?
But guess who's
Not
not?
cheating again. I want to complain. Get
Well,
Stuart's inquiry.
Take
We're
it up.
just swapping paint.
Take it up with the marshals.
Yeah, that's it.
I think my bot car might be a bit knackered after that little exchange, though. Because I didn't come out of 4th gear in that entire straight.
Oh, did you lose yours, Max? Oh no, I feel bad now.
Did I lose my what?
You're a lot further behind me than you were.
Max, I'm a little crappy little front engine thing.
Oh.
Now, the front wheel drive and the rear wheel drive car are near as
Very comparable.
Yeah, but the difference is the front wheel drive car is very forgiving and the rear wheel drive car is not.
No, it's not. But I'm finding myself being able to control it a lot easier the more I've driven it.
Yes. This drives like my Impreza when I've forgotten to put it into 50-50 mode. We really are approaching this corner very fast. I'm doing like 105 miles an hour here. Oops, that's first. Sometimes it is hard to judge your speed, but it's much easier to judge your gear and your revs. So sometimes you can memorize what revs like gear and revs you'd like to go around a corner at. So like, 6,000 in a second is so sometimes that's easier than trying to hit the right speed.
Third.
Yeah, I've broken my car. I'm doing 6,000 RPM in 4th right now. Oh yes, down the inside. Look at that, pro.
Yeah, but I've got the line for that corner.
Yeah, I'm sure you think you do. That was awesome. I did it. I kept it. Wrong gear, but I kept it. Wait. Oh, bugger.
I don't think the pit stop fixes gears.
Oh. You have to stop on the left.
I did complete the pit stop, but my gears are busted coming out of it. If they were just fixed, I don't think I could have screwed them that fast.
Have you enabled clutch and then just not used it by any chance? If that makes sense. Are you breaking your gearbox because it thinks you're supposed to be pressing the clutch button?
Maybe.
I mean, I've just told it I don't have a clutch because I don't. I think my car's a bit broken. Looks a bit dented. Hello, someone in Discord.
Yeah, it was me.
Ah.
Now that now too. Gosh. I disconnected my headset.
Where
And
do
now
we set the...
lost my game sound.
Hey, Shauka, ran the yellow one. The yellow one is sus. Oh, too late.
Oh.
God, it's people just dropping like flies. Drive more carefully. Your cars are expensive.
Rubbish.
Well, real cars are expensive.
Still
I
rubbish.
managed to...
Well, relatively speaking.
These are crappy little Fiat Punto rubbish things.
Yeah.
Smashed up and joked.
Well, yeah, but I mean, a racing spec Fiat
expensive.
But a racing spec Fiat Punto is probably very, very expensive.
The most expensive bit I think you'll find is the bit behind the wheel.
No, they're free. Humans are literally free. I know a good way, Max. Yeah, I'll send you pictures afterwards of getting free humans. Takes 9 months, but they are free.
9 months. We're not race ready at 9 months.
Well, this is true.
You have to. It's like formatting your hard drive. It takes years of rebuilding the data back. There's no way of backing up with this wetware, I tell you.
What's the big Fiat? The big is it the Is it the multiplier?
Not the Modus.
No, not that. One of the fastest vehicles I've ever seen on track was a Fiat, and it was quite a big one. I want to say it was the multiplier. It wasn't the multiplier. That's the really ugly one. And my God, it had, was it 550 horsepower Cosworth? This thing, I can't remember how much boost. I think it was like 36 pounds of boost. I'm like, yo, what? He goes, but the engine keeps going into limp mode. I'm like, dude, I run like 12 pounds of boost. What the hell? But yeah, every time I saw it coming in my rearview mirror, I just got the hell out of the way because it was going a lot faster than I was.
In one of the recent Mighty Car Mods videos where they had an Impreza versus a BRX.
I was not very happy with that series of videos because I know they're not professionals, but they don't know their shit. So ripping out the DCCD to put in ABS, and I was like, sorry, you did what? Then complaining the car understeers because you've removed the DCCD. I was like,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, they don't either. That's my point.
Oh, right.
DCCD is the system that lets me control how much, basically from a rear-wheel drive car to a four-wheel drive car. But he took it out. Yeah, but he took it out. And I was like, that's the reason to buy that one. And then he puts in a 6-speed from an STI. I'm like, the Type R, which is the one you've got, it's got the short-range gearbox. It tops out. Maximum speed is 137 miles an hour. But it gets through the gears way quicker. So they basically took a car they didn't know anything about and made it a lot worse, and then complained about it, and because that happens with the exact car I've got. I'm watching it going, oh no, you've got the Type R gearbox, the Type RA gearbox. This is the one that people go, this is the gearbox you want to put in to make it go quicker. Entertaining, but at the same time, obviously they didn't know what they were doing. What time's it? Okay. One or two.
Pull a car apart though, which is more than I know.
Oh yeah, as I said, they've always said they're not professionals, and it's only because I have got very. That was the end of the race.
I'll be right back.
Ted just popped out in front of me, like pop, gone.
Yeah. No, a lot of it's because I have specific knowledge about that very. Did you screw it up?
Yes. Please move start, Mr. Nice Man.
Don't try and save half a second. Just. Wait for
No, I just changed it at first and I was revving and went, oh, forwards.
Are we going to get Tad in before it starts? There we go.
Apparently.
Yep. But it's only because once they're doing videos on any other car, I wouldn't have the knowledge that they do. Conversely, Doug DeMiro's video on the Type R was amazing because he showed, I don't know if you remember, I've got a little seatbelt extender on my car that makes it from a 4-door seatbelt into a 2-door seatbelt. And that bit's made by Nissan. And I was like, no. And then when I had a look, and I sent him a picture going, today I learned bits of my car are made by Nissan, not by Subaru. And someone said those bits will last the longest then. Like, oh, I see. It's trash talk. Coming from a guy, the guy who tweeted me that, I know him, he drives an RX-8, so I'm like, which has the Wankel rotary engine. And when it came out, I will quote you exactly from their press release, Mazda has nearly perfected the rotary engine. It's like, what do you mean you've nearly perfected it? So
they figured it out perfectly. Fuel and air go in, power and apex seal go out.
No, no, they've nearly figured it out. So I might put a little bit of engine oil on track, maybe, but this guy gets through a couple of litres of oil on track a day.
Yeah.
Apex seals.
Yeah. Because it's a Wankel engine. Wankel.
Yeah.
It does win for a funny name.
Oh yeah. I'm assuming you can make these scale up and you can make them bloody enormous.
Yeah.
It's the same thing over and over, isn't it? Basically, isn't it?
Well, I mean that's what.
Pace.
Well, they're modular. Yeah.
It's like a cake.
Yeah, I mean.
Make more layers.
So the real advantage of them is in airplanes because you've got the cylinders arranged in a circle. So if the plane's upside down, it doesn't care. Whereas if you take an inline 3 and put it upside down, it doesn't work.
Not happy about it, that's for sure.
But I mean, the RX-8 was a 1.3 litre engine, naturally aspirated, that put out like 200 horsepower. Like, fantastically efficient machines. Sounded like a lawnmower. And
it does have a sound.
not unreliable, that's unfair, but the gimmickiness of the engine does not outweigh its shortcomings.
Excuse you.
Oh no, you bastard!
There appears to be a
I was not the. That was not my fault. My car wound up right there.
I'm literally not getting into 5th gear on this car. I wonder if I put the final drive the wrong way. I put it down. Maybe I should have put it up. Wait, I heard a naughty noise then.
Ah!
Where are you going? There's grass over there. Oh my gosh! Max is on a fantastic adventure.
Oh bugger, I was busy looking left rather than at the track.
So I was trying to get some sweets out of my box.
What
Box was fighting me.
what sweets have you got?
Licorice all sorts.
They've all got names, you know. All the different licorice all sorts have got names. I looked them up once.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's one of them. But like each of the little ones, like I call them blue bubbly ones and pink bubbly ones and things, but they've actually all got unique names. I just can't remember any of them.
That sounds like a question on what's it, Only Connect.
Oh,
I know nothing about.
What was I thinking of?
I could just Google for it.
You know what liquor I've found that I really enjoyed that tastes like licorice?
No.
Absinthe.
Oh, well, and Pernod, I can tell you something you won't enjoy that's licorice. So in Holland they have a specific.
Yes. Yum yum.
No, not that.
Yes.
Not what
Yes.
you're thinking of.
Go on.
In Holland, they have various types of licorice, and one of them is called school chalk. So it's black licorice with a white, I'll say, sugar coating, and they come in a number of flavours. And one of them, I had some, and I ate one bag of this stuff, and it's great. And then I had another bag which was a different flavour, and I think it was salmiak. And I'm like, I know this flavour. This flavour is the smell of cat piss. They're ammonia.
no.
It's ammonia flavoured. It's genuinely ammonia flavoured licorice. It tastes like cat piss smells. It's absolutely horrible, and it's apparently.
Your piss smells.
Well,
Ammonia's produced by all blue mammals.
true. The difference is I don't tend to keep boxes of my piss around the house. You can. I'm not
Some
judging.
people work in ammonia plants.
I guess this is true. It also smells like an ammonia plant. But I flush my pee-pee away. But I do keep my cat's pee-pee around for, sometimes a day or two. So I have smelt ammonia primarily from cats. But you are quite correct. My own golden love juice is also full of ammonia.
Why?
Why? Well,
Because plants.
that's chemical.
Why?
That's
No.
how it works. Oh,
If we piss
Golden
out ammonia,
love
that's a great
juice.
thing for
Why?
making plants grow.
I don't
Blood
think
makes the grass grow. Come on now.
I don't think that's why we piss ammonia. I'm not actually sure quite what ammonia's from.
Well, I would argue it does because it's intelligent
Yes.
design, but you would argue it's just rubbish.
I'd argue the other way around, but I don't really know what ammonia's used for at all. I mean, ammonium nitrate is fertilizer, but I'm not sure if ammonia, because ammonia is quite a caustic acid.
Yeah, it's not just ammonia, is it? It's ammonia in piss, so it's dilute.
Well, yeah, but I don't know whether or not ammonia is actually any good for plants. I know ammonium nitrate is, but I don't know if ammonia
true.
is.
I don't know either.
Let's get someone let's pour bleach on a plant and see what happens.
No, that would kill it.
Everyone vote their least favourite type of plant.
Yeah, the one you're nearest.
So the bad flavor was salmiakki.
That's it. That's the one. Cat piss sweets.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they're not.
I know
They're not called cat piss sweets. That's
Well,
my own
the
name.
ones they are well known for over there is the salt licorice, isn't it? The really salty licorice.
Yeah, that's not too bad. It's the ammonia that got me.
That's just weird. Is that like a delicacy or something?
No, it's just
Like the fish they have in.
no. See, that's not delicacy. That's not delicacy. That's just winding up tourists mostly. But yeah, it's no more a delicacy than Marmite. I mean, some people love Marmite and some people just barf at Marmite. So
Yeah, love it or hate it.
some people are right and some people are wrong. I mean, that's just the way life is. And Marmite is glorious. But
We have like a candy one based on salmiakki, and it's kind of foreign or other tastes don't like it.
yeah, because it's horrible. Do you like it?
I think I do.
You think? All
At
right.
least what
Well, for Christmas, if you send me your address, I will send you a whole bottle of Dora's cat piss.
Oh no.
How are we going to bottle it, just out of interest?
I thought I'd just pour it into a bottle.
Yeah, but you have to take it out of the cat litter first.
I can take it out the cat. Honestly, keep up.
Oh god.
As the old saying goes, you can milk anything with nipples. I have nipples, Greg. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Now, in that case, what I would do is I would take all the cat litter out the litter tray, so when Dora had her usual wee-wee, it would just not get absorbed. And then I'd pop
it would be around her feet, and it would get thrown around the house, and the house would stink like I've been quickly.
No, I've got a little mat outside the thing, so she has to walk through a little mat to hopefully catch that. But then I would just pour Dora's piss into a bottle and then send it to Schalke and say, pour this on your licorice, you weird fuck.
On your breakfast?
Oh man, I've ruined his Christmas present. Now I have to think something else.
You always do the other end as well.
Yes, but that's not... No one has cat shit. Wait, the other end? You mean cat saliva?
No.
Other end.
Same end, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but no one has cat poo sweets. I don't think that's a thing anywhere.
Oh, right.
I don't think poo has an overwhelming single chemical associated with it that I'm aware of. Welcome to Lockdown Land, by the way. It's informative and crude all at once.
No filters ever.
Oh, wait, hold on. People have said things.
Oh.
Oh, yes, there is piss whiskey. I forgot about that.
What?
It's a hit.
Explain now.
It's a whiskey made from piss instead of water. It's
Distilled piss.
Well, no. Yeah, well, it's not just you don't just piss into a bottle, then stick a label on it labelled whiskey. You have to make whiskey from it.
You now getting pictures of Dumb and Dumber in my head.
Yeah.
And then there is the coffee. There's a kind of coffee that has the beans go through a cat.
No, it's not a cat. It's a bat. Civet. That's it. Civet. Yes, that's the one. And it's really expensive. I've never had it. I tend to have Nescafe Gold Blend because I'm not fucking weird.
And you're not fucking made of loads of money.
Yes, well, even if I was...
relevant, really. You wouldn't want to drink that bloody shit.
Even if I was made of money... Don't do that, Ted, that's horrible.
Oh, God, I came fifth. There's a wall! Ah!
To the goal!
Only...
I think I figured out what I was breaking my gears. It's because I have the slider as accelerator, and I wasn't letting go of gas on gear change.
Yes, you shouldn't be changing down unless you're braking. I mean, that's a good rule. That's a good rule. Okay.
I think I broke it on the change up.
On change it up? No, on the BMW you have to take your foot off the accelerator. You got to butch, but I don't bother in this. Does anyone need to change anything? Does anyone need to pop to the loo or get some sweets?
I should be popping off.
Oh, all right then. Well, thank you for joining us.
What's the widescreen effect?
That's good.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's very
black bars.
It's very good in VR. It really is. And I suspect I will probably not want this headset once I get my new one. So I will happily donate it to your household, because otherwise it will just sit in a box here. Oh yeah, I want to change my final drive. I remember. I'm going to change my final drive and then I'm going to get a drink. Oh god. Oh, I've just crashed the car in the pits and jammed it up on a toolbox.
Nice.
Talented.
Yeah.
There we go.
Leave Mario alone!
Okay. Oh well, you guys haven't got very far. Maybe I'll catch up. I actually think I broke my car's handling. I was trying to tweak it so I could redline in fifth at the end of the line, and I think I actually turned the slider the wrong way. I may not have. I may have just actually turned the wrong way. Wait, why are there only two of you on the track? Who?
Because me and somebody else are like on top of each other.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Giggity.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm going in the rocks on that one.
Yeah, Korhaka, I think so Korhaka says it's well known that if lots of dogs piss on one area, then the grass dies. So that I have heard of. But that's dog piss. I don't know if dogs have, because dogs are no, dogs aren't carnivores, are they? So
What?
dogs are not carnivores; they're omnivores.
I guess they would be omnivore.
Yeah, they're not obligate carnivores like cats. Dogs can live on a vegetarian diet. They just don't prefer it to. Cats will die on a vegetarian diet. They don't have the right length intestines. Horses. You know what horses are?
My mom has several, yes.
That's me on the stream. That's me doing a gym look like. Yes, but are horses carnivores, herbivores, or omnivores?
They eat carrots, so they can't be carnivores.
They eat what?
Thanks.
They eat what? Sorry, Shalka?
Carrots.
They
Hay, at least.
yeah. Therefore,
Can't be carnivores.
no, they are omnivores.
Thanks.
If you leave baby chickens around horses, they will eat the chicks. They will just hoover them up and eat them.
What?
There's a lot of videos on the internet of just horses just going, and then he's eating a bit of hay and then just eats the chicks and then carries on. I'm like, oh god, I wish I hadn't seen that.
Is that because it thinks it's a bit of hay?
No, it's because meat is an excellent bang for your buck. Meat is just the best calories and protein and nutrients. And if you can digest it, you do. It's easier to digest meat than it is to digest herbs. Cats are carnivores because of their short gut. That's why cows have very, very long guts and 4 stomachs, because they're eating grass, which is very hard to digest. Okay, I've definitely got more speed down the straight, but I'm redlining it for about the last 200 yards. Oh, I'm queering Max's racing line there, but he... Oh, no, he didn't.
So I'm cutting the grass for you. He's cutting. So much grass coming up.
Grass looks fine.
The green light says you need to do more grass mowing.
That's not what the green light means.
There's
no
lawnmowers around.
There's no lawnmower flag in racing. I'm very sure of this.
What about lawnmower racing?
Man, I need to teach you the race. Your main issue, you're actually driving alright, but you need to learn the lines.
I couldn't do lines at school either.
Yeah, but these are curvy lines. That's fine.
I did that in paint. It's alright, I got it.
Don't follow him. He doesn't know what you're doing. Follow me. Excuse me. What are you doing? Get out of the way.
Hey! You can play this game. Max was trying to come in to save you.
Just make sure you both.
But I hit the wall
It's fine.
perfectly.
When you say to play this game, do you mean the game of overtaking safely and legally? Because I did that and you didn't.
Yeah, but you bumped me, and I bumped
No, I
back.
didn't.
But
No,
unfortunately,
no,
you were
no.
just far enough ahead of me that I spun you out real good.
I was ahead of you, so therefore you hit me. That's how
Yes,
it works.
I did. I made sure you were just the right enough ahead that I knew you would spin out. Are your lower gears tuned differently?
No, I came out the corner not like a tit. You were all over the place. I came out the corner cleanly. That's why I said entering the corner is not important.
Because I'm still...
Exiting the corner is your most important. It's much more important than how you exit it, how you enter it. And that's why I'm catching you guys up, because I'm not balls in the corner up. I'm taking it slowly because I'm crap, but I'm coming out and then carrying all that speed down the next straight. Oh, yellow flag. I hope that's Schalke.
Nah, that was me.
Ah, no, I shouldn't have got yellow flag from behind me. Schalke, or as we like to call him, Schalke the boat. He's in a blue car, so. Oh.
Don't look
So
like
am
to me.
Yeah, but I can't see you. I can just see Schalke. Schalke, have you knackered your car?
Too badly at them.
Is it going very slowly? And I mean that in a nice way. Oops, whoops. I
Yeah, you slow ass.
just over revved it. But yeah, that's why I bailed past you on the straight pads, because I carried a lot more speed out the corner. Then you ran me, and I still managed to keep up just. I wish this car game had a check engine light though, rather than just going, oh,
Yes.
like
Everything stopped working.
I think that would be. I mean, it does brake, but I just wish it had a check engine light, so you knew that was why, rather than anything else. I am not watching that video. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so Max, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to take the comments of the chat. I once had a hedge, said Flabbergasted, my neighbour's hedge, and I pissed into it for a year or so, and the bit I pissed into won't grow back. So I'm going to take it that that piss and ammonia is actually very bad for plants. But, as I said...
For a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
But ammonium nitrate is excellent. And that's PO to a degree, but you can get nitrogen fixing plants and the fallow fields. Incidentally, I watched a video on Farming Simulator. I'm like, oh, this looks really good, but doesn't have any VR support at all. So fuck that. So people have been asking for VR support ever since VR Simulator 2015, and in 5 years they've not added it, which is very surprising. But it's a shame because it looks like it'd be daisy. It looks like it would be ideal. Hey, I'm getting the hang of not spinning my car out.
Where was
Yeah.
that?
I say that
Oh.
Schalke is closing. But you can always trade off top speed for acceleration in the car. It's an extremely easy tweak to make. So if you want to accelerate quicker and lose top speed, there's one little slider to do. And I've overdone it. So I'm accelerating brilliantly, but not making it...
Stick.
Yeah, no, I'm not making it... I'm hitting red line quite a long way down the straight. Well, there's any mods for this game, like better engine audio.
DJ. Every racing game that you haven't worked on, you're going to complain about the engine audio.
That's not true. The audio in Rocket League is fucking phenomenal. Absolutely, genuinely, phenomenally good. We played a basketball court game, and the car's tyres changed to make noises like you're driving around on a basketball court. I was really impressed. Really, really good.
That's cool.
I have to say, you guys have been pretty close the whole way through. You're all getting better. I'm proud of you.
I want to kill him.
Well, okay. Suddenly I'm a little bit less proud than I was, but revenge is a good motivator.
It really is. Come on, Max.
Uh-oh. I do not have enough of a lead to do this. God, I'm just taking my rearview mirror. Here comes Schalke.
Last minute live. I'm getting my car to the goal.
That's good. That's good. As we said, to finish a race, you must first... To win a race, you must first finish the race.
Oh, damn it. Deprived, I say.
That's right.
I'm just going to grab a drink a second, by the way, so I shall be back. If you want to twiddle with your setup or anything,
Physics!
and just smash into each other. That's fine. I shall be
That's
back.
hilarious. Well, Schalke went into the air, but upward, like I'd hit him from beneath. It was quite hilarious. Oh, dear. Now my car, despite being in first, is going backwards at idle, which is weird.
Are you supposed to rev up on gear change?
I'm going the wrong way. Are you supposed to what?
Should your revs go up when you change gears, or should they stay
No.
the same?
Well, think about how it works in real life.
Yeah, I would ease off on the gas.
It would, well, if you haven't got your foot on the gas, even if you are trying to accelerate, your revs. If you're racing and you obviously go up to, I don't know, 8,000 revs and you change down a gear, Your revs don't necessarily go to 1,000 revs, but they would go down some of the rev range. That's the point of the gears, to save some of the load on the engine.
No, but if I don't, if I leave my slider on acceleration and gear up, when I hit 7,000 and I gear up, it like peaks to 8,000.
No, that's changing down. You should. It says in the dash what number you've
Changing up. I'm changing up and it revs up.
got. One,
So
two,
I don't
three, four,
really get
five.
it.
Have you bollocks the gears by putting a lower gear in the higher slot?
No, it's a higher gear, but it revs up, and I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me. Oh, that sounds very wrong.
So I made a thing where I slide down my gas when I switch gears, and now I'm not breaking my gearbox.
Yeah, I think something's not right there. How do I get back to the couch?
Escape pits.
Ah.
Yeah.
Where's, I'm sure there are more cars missing. I thought it was 2 pages of cars. You could choose one.
Yeah, but you have to
Yeah, but the
Pay
second
up.
page has the Ferrari one on it.
pay
There's a
up
blue
to get the cars.
one. No, you don't. There's a Ferrari. There's an F1 car you can choose.
Oh, we got the basic.
But yeah, you
things.
still get that. But how do you get the changed page to pick that one? I'm sure it's in the second page.
Yes, like I said, I don't know why the game is doing that, but it is. And I don't know where I put my headset. It's the other end of the cable. I'm in VR now. I'm just feeling my way down the cable. There we go, I can hear you guys again now. So a question. Do we have any feelings whether or not we wish to play the glorious rebels or the fascists in Star Wars Squadrons?
Indifferent.
We have to
play the
pick.
Glorious Rebels, so there'll be more people trying to play that side than the other side. So I bet if you go into Glorious Rebels, I'd expect a massive queue. If you play the fascists, then I imagine there'll be a short queue. If none, so if not a lesser queue.
Interesting.
Just purely from a tactical point of view.
Do we have to choose, or I would expect to be 50% time rebel and 50% time?
Well, it depends how the unlock system works. So in Plants vs Zombies, which I've played a lot of.
Really?
Oh yeah, oh my god, yeah, it's a great game. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare is a freaking awesome game, and I have 15,000 lifetime kills in it. Love that game. Anyway, I digress. You can unlock everything for both sides, but it's a challenge. It's a long and very involved challenge, whereas I'm expecting Star Wars Squadrons to a degree to be much the same. So whilst you can unlock everything for both sides, I expect it will take you a very, very long time. I've just unplugged my headset because I am absolutely mind-bogglingly incompetent. Not as bad as Schalke, who tried to ram me and missed. And right, I can hear you again now. So yeah, I mean, I also have personal issues with TIE fighters because they are unshielded craft, and quite frankly, why would you even do that to yourself?
Because of high dexterity.
True. Malcolm says he wants to play the U-Wing. I actually kind of look forward to the Y-Wing. I kind of like the bombers. A-Wings, always awesome. Y-Wings, great. There's no B-Wings, is there? There's
not?
don't think
Yeah,
so.
there is. Are you saying there's not in the game?
Yeah, obviously there's a B-Wing.
Not yet in the game.
No, there's no additional content. Get used to it. EA are absolutely trying to see whether or not they can go back to the very old school version of shipping a game. No games as a service. No patches, no updates, no DLC, no nothing. So there's no... Unless, of
To
course...
facilitate that, they're making it the day of download rather than pre-downloading.
Well, it's because of the backlash on Star Wars Battlefront. That's what it is. They've gone the exact opposite way to see whether or not the market will take that. I don't think it will. I don't like the idea of a game dropping and that's your lot. I like the idea of, hey, new DLC, new ships, new levels. I like that. Whereas
It all depends on how well or how much is in the game that you don't get to expand on. Because Battlefront 2, or Star Wars Battlefront 2 was amazing. There was so much content in that game.
Yep.
It didn't need DLC.
yeah, but the what people complained about is the fact you couldn't unlock everything quickly. Basically,
No,
that's what
but
people.
that's the point.
Yeah, I know, but that's what people were complaining about. Well, they weren't complaining about that specifically. They were complaining that if you do have money, you can unlock stuff quickly, and they're like, yeah, that's how games work these days. Like, but I know people who've worked on Battlefront. I say a lot of DICE are ex-Criterion, and the only reason that they can make a game that good with that much content is because they are expecting loot box money. Like, we're talking a game that costs $300 million to make. You cannot ship a game that costs $300 million to make and expect to make the money back by selling
Without
it
loot boxes.
without loot boxes. You have to. There's just simply not enough market. So Star Wars Squadrons is a return back to a very old school approach to selling games, which is there was an MMO that tried this and they made the big thing. They called it buy once, play forever. I'm like, yes, that's not new. That's how games were forever.
Perpetuum?
So again?
Was that Perpetuum or was it the other game?
I can't remember what it was. I think it may have been one of the Codemasters MMOs. But they made a big thing. They called it buy once, play forever. And I was like,
I do remember that campaign. Did we lose Max?
I think he's in the garage. Oh no.
Go, just flapping about. Want to pick the other car?
No, the BMW's locked away at the minute. But we can do the BMW in a bit. I don't mind a couple of races of the BMW, but it'll only be a couple. That sends my nausea off quite a lot. But yeah, we should absolutely come back to this once you and Rob have got VR headsets, as it's a good medium intensity game.
And we can all curl up around their buckets together and throw up.
Well, we shouldn't do.
I changed my tires, and that changed everything about this car.
Oh, I wondered how you got nice tyres. What was that about?
I just made my own profile, threw different tires on, and I've got a completely different driving experience.
Did you put the drift slicks on or something?
No, I put Bridgestones on it.
Oh. Wait. Are they better tyres? Is that a thing?
They're different, but
Right.
they handle completely differently. It's
Okay.
very nice.
But are you going around corners better or worse?
Little corners, much better. Big corners, not so much. I do have to pay more attention on the big corner. But the little corners, it's much grippier.
Well, pushes are in kilopascals.
You could. I'm pretty sure you can change that.
Oh, no, it's on the left. It's on the
Yeah.
right. Okay.
As a rule, though, and I do stress this, if you don't know what you're doing, fiddling with a car setup is not likely to make it better.
No, but I know.
Fun. It's fun.
But I didn't
but-
change anything about the tires. I just
No, I was
different
talking.
brand.
I was talking to Max. So if you go with lower tire pressure, you have the advantage that you can run the tires hotter and harder. But if you go with higher tire pressure, you'll get better cornering. With the disadvantage of the tires will overheat. There's always a trade-off. Tad, look to your right. Heaven's sake.
I know. See, I can't make this corner
I've
with
noticed.
these tires.
Well, not that your brake. No, that's not the tyres. Your braking point was way late. About 75 yards. I want to brake on that one. You braked at about 50.
So don't wait till the lines on the road show up before I start braking. Got it.
Brake at 75.
Okay.
There's only 3 brake points in the game, really, high-speed ones. This one's at 50. Give or take.
This one's not much of a braking point. Yeah.
No, but
This one-
there's only 3. There's literally 3 braking points on this track. Like, hard braking, at least. This one's just kind of a gentle...
braking you gotta
shift.
pay attention to. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I used to spend hours fiddling with car setup thinking, oh yes, it makes such a difference, and it just doesn't. It makes me feel like I'm doing something useful though. The only one is the final drive ratio. You can get a bunch more acceleration out of it. And here,
Yeah, I
by
was
the way,
looking at that, but
break
I
it-
don't know what I'm doing with it. So
I'll drag it out to about 5, maybe
Okay.
maybe 5.1. Yeah, 75 yards, 75 yards on that corner too. So they basically brake at about 75 yards to be on the safe side for all the corners.
yes, these handle the little turns so much easier.
Honestly, Gran Turismo has a shitty driving model. No matter what they talk about it, it's sin. It is absolutely awful. Their idea of realism is understeer. I said, I drive an Impreza. The reason the Impreza made the best rally car is it massively oversteers. That's its thing. That's why it's so good. Play it in Gran Turismo, and it just starts to understeer. Because all their cars understeer. Because people who haven't played racing games think that crappy brakes and understeer means realism. So, Gran Turismo is fun, beautiful game, huge amount of stuff to do, crap handling. No, not at all. Gran Turismo Sport's better. I mean, this one's accurately simulating tyre wall deflection and everything. This is spot on.
How's it going to impress though?
It doesn't have it. It does have a four-wheel drive car. It's just a four-wheel drive car.
What am I thinking of? What does extreme toe in or toe out change?
Oh God.
It gives you the option in the game. You can do it.
So I've reduced the toe in on my car because I was hitting the wheel arch. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the point where you're not as good as the guys who set it up. Don't try. Again, this is a very flat track, so there's no corners. One of the tracks I do has a very steep banked rising hairpin, so I've had to get the suspension on my car adjusted because that's one of the tracks I do a lot, and I've got very good at doing that corner. So I've got so good at doing the corner, I keep smacking the wheel into the bodywork.
Oh,
so I've had to get it. I've had to get my cars raised. I think the Type R's were 37mm lowered as standard from the Type the STI, and I've had to get mine, I think, 8mm raised for a Type R, which is like I'm just literally shoving it too hard into corners. But only on that track. Again, if I was on another track, primarily I wouldn't use that.
Because all the Humvees that the Army's got, they've got severe toe in. Or camber in. Which one's camber and... Like, the bottom of the tires is closer into the middle of the vehicle. Yeah. But that's because it's designed to carry a lot of weight, so when you put weight on it, they'll straighten up. Yeah. But it's always funny riding behind a Humvee with no weight in it, and all the back tires are just pointing in on each other. Like, wait, what?
Some people make a hobby of doing that, don't they? And cars really sort of towing in like mad, like.
Oh yeah. What's it called? Not stance. What's the name of it? Yeah, like 45-degree towing.
It's mad. It's completely bonkers.
To be fair, people are like, oh yeah, you know, it's silly, that won't handle better. It's like, dude, it's purely for show. It's purely for a style thing. It's not supposed to be sensible.
Yeah, go throw on a different set of tires, DJ.
I didn't even know there were other tires, I'll be honest.
Yeah, there's a whole section just for tires.
And suspension and driver, passenger side.
It's spelled wrong, but you know.
Well, wait, because I thought that was just purely
Yeah, there's different brands.
The Americans put tires in with an I, don't they?
Yeah, yes we do. I still don't understand why it's a Y. Why is it a Y?
Yeah, so I wouldn't have thought they were any different. I'm surprised.
Surprisingly.
Because did you change road normal to hybrid knobbly?
No. I didn't change anything. I left it on road or high speed, made a new profile.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't touch any of these manufacturers with a barge pole because I tend to put Toyos on mine.
Well, they can't, or maybe you gotta pay for the game to get Toyos.
Well, I might get Toro on the basis that's quite close to a Toyo. Yeah, a friend of mine, he bought some very cheap tyres by a manufacturer called Firebridge. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Firestone brand for Bridgestone.
No. This was not a legal tyre. This was a knockoff tyre of a portmanteau. Yeah.
Oh.
Should we do one more of this and then there'll be a couple of BMWs and then I will probably need to stop. That sound like a plan? Wait, I'm refueling apparently. Really? Or do we want to do for BMWs now? What's the votes?
I'm down for whatever.
Gear, tires.
I didn't hear what Max said.
Trail makers. Trail makers. He wants to play a different game.
Well, you want to play a different game where they shut down their servers about this time every night. I
Brilliant.
still don't know why they do that. No, this is definitely more drifty.
Yeah, it's a completely different feel.
Oh, let's pop out to the menu, and I will. Oh, how do I do that? Don't think I can't do it from this. Do I have to end the? Why can I not tweak this? Do I click on track? No.
Change the track.
Yeah, but how do I change the car class that we're in?
Oh, there are different tracks. Can we not pick any of these? Oh, S1. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that if I I'll end the host. I'm pretty sure that if I if I go to that, you guys would have to buy the game as well, which is a bit rubbish. Allow members join. There we go. Go. I need a little bit of.
Alright.
What? I was like, who's not in the game? The answer is me. You guys need to join the grid, by the way.
The only one we've got is the formula.
Yep, but you need to join the grid.
Grid? Oh,
Yeah.
join.
Can't be spectator.
Wait, the formula is the all-wheel drive car?
No, they used to give you rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. Now they give you rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. This one, because this one's paid for by BMW. So this is a literal
Really?
official sponsored by. Oh my dear God! Yes, on this one, to change gears, I've got to take my foot off the accelerator when I change gear. So I do it bike style. I hold down the change upper gear in advance, and then bounce the clutch, bounce the accelerator, which is cool. But you can already hear it go thump.
Excuse you, sir.
He's cheating again.
Who's
I was
cheating?
in front of him.
You hit me.
No. You hit me because I was in front of you.
So if you play proper, this is very loud by the way. If you play proper Live for Speed, people watch the replays and adjudicate and hand out penalties. Like people take this game very seriously. This is about as loud as a real car now.
This is very loud.
Yep. Which is because it's open wheeler. It's also very fast.
Oh wow, that brake really works.
You ever driven a car like this, Tad?
No.
I drove, feel free to Google, I drove a Formula Palmer Audi, which is pretty much this. About 300 horsepower, single seater, aero. And oh my god, aero is just unbelievable. So when you go around corners, they're like, no, you have to go around faster than that. I'm like, I don't want to go around the corner faster than that. Oopsie,
Oh
don't,
my goodness.
don't accelerate on the gravel. It's alright, I'll catch you up.
All that rear-wheel drive practice is coming in very handy.
Yeah, I'd agree, only I've just ballsed up, so I nearly saved it, but not quite. Right, the cool thing about VR is, I said, the VR ring mirrors are in stereoscopic, so that I can see the rear wing there. It looks so cool. I have to say, my Impreza's faster than this. This is about as fast as I go in my No, I go faster in my Impreza down the back straight at Donington. Surprising how slow computer game cars can be. Though the cornering on this thing is just phenomenal.
Yes.
I just need to learn to trust it some more.
Bye, Max.
Wait, but you... What do you mean, Bimax? You're in front of me. I can see... Wait. Are you not
Who's
last?
the blue one?
Well, there's someone out by the hairpin now. And I assume that was Tad. Oh, right. So, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's always you two fighting each other.
No.
Me and Max are in the back just duking it out.
I
almost literally.
I thought you were miles ahead.
No, me and Max had a tussle.
It's got my game starting right early on.
Because I had to get used to the weird gear change, but I feel like I'm really fast with this car.
You are, yeah, it does feel good. I mean, a lot of it, this car is a lot more forgiving for overcooking corners because you've got aero. Yeah, that's crazy fast around that corner.
I guess the balanced braking is like better with the aeros. But then it vibes.
Can't apply power while you're not going straight. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, Shaka, if you had got back set up a bit quicker, I had to slam on because you were right in the way.
And I just missed the pit stop.
Oh, did you break it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Now I have to decide whether I want to do a broken lap or try to go to pit now.
So, instead of either of those things, let's talk about physics. When you are in a rear-wheel drive car and you put power down, the power is pushed along the forward facing of the car, not the direction. So if you're going around a corner, your front wheels are facing the direction you want to go, but the body of the car is not. So, in a real powerful rear-wheel drive car, you do not want to be accelerating unless the car is straight. On a bike, even more so. So this is so come out the corner, accelerate. Don't accelerate till the wheel is almost entirely straight. It will. I said I drive a 100 horsepower smart car, and if I put my foot down around a corner, it will chuck me out. I don't know. This has got 300 or something. It will. So all you did is you just put your foot down a little bit too soon. That's coming out the corner. So here, gentle throttle, gentle, and put my foot down. Brake. Gentle throttle, foot straight down. And it's very hard. You have to have a little bit of discipline, not just to shove your foot in the accelerator really soon. So you guys are so far behind.
I'm short shifting right now.
I wonder if I have time to be
My gearbox is
super
knackered.
ultra cheeky and turn my volume down, get back into the game and still win the race. Yes, I can. That was quicker than I thought.
Yeah, I'm in 6th gear going 46. Yeah, my gearbox is shot.
So wait,
28.
when you are changing down for your corners, don't redline it.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
I died in the manual gearbox. Clutch is fucked.
It's because you've been changing down too soon.
I don't change. Because we were playing with the screw it.
Oh, if you ram someone, yes, that can also break things.
There we go.
It seems like this is way more fragile.
Oh yeah.
Slow cars.
No, Night Flabbergasted, thank you for joining us. Hope you're here tomorrow for Star Wars Squadrons.
I was so close to the pit. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that is very intense in VR. I'm pretty sure I could get a bunch more performance out of this, by the way, by not taking with me half a tank of fuel.
Yeah. Keeping up concentration for long periods of time is exhausting in a different way.
7 minutes? I broke my car after I finished the race, so that's the best time to break it.
That is true.
Who's parked down halfway down the straight?
Time.
Wait, how did you break it here? Did everyone finish, or did you all break it?
Both.
Max, what about you?
I should go to the pit stop.
Ah, okay. Everyone broke it, okay.
I don't know what spin I'm supposed to do down the pit lane because it's in the wrong bloody qualifier.
Oh. You said you were doing 280? I'm pretty sure that's not miles.
No, it says 80 kilometers an hour. Speed pit lane limit.
The speedo on the car, I think, is in kilometers on this one because it's German.
No, it's not.
On the other ones, it's miles because it's American. This one's supposed to be German, though. Oh my god, everything is just going horribly wrong for everybody.
I just see one car spinning out.
Well, 3 of us made it out the first corner. That's pretty good odds. No, Tad, no, no!
What? I'm not. I was the one that spun out. What?
Oh, I don't know who that blue car is, but you weren't paying any attention. You just slowly started to shove me off the side of the track.
Max is very
Shut
mean.
the door.
Yeah, I've shut the door after my front wheels have go past. On the other hand, is disqualifiable. Whoa!
Whoa.
Well, I've got some ground to catch up.
Yep.
But yeah, more so in the slower cars, this is where you should broaden your corners out and use all the track. Every corner should be, you touch the left hand side of the track all the way to the right hand side of the track. Or right to left, depending on the direction of the corner. I like how fast I can take this one though. Faster than I am.
Hey, Max.
Oh. Just a bit of gardening.
That's not a very good vehicle to go gardening in.
It's very
just so you know.
Shush.
It's a very expensive vehicle to go gardening in.
Yeah, that's true.
It's free, it's fine.
Oh.
Yes, I'm only doing 125 miles an hour right now. If your speedo says something a bigger number than 130, then it's definitely kilometers and not miles.
Mine's 129.
Yeah, that's miles then.
130.
Oh no, Tad, no! I saw you drift.
Hi.
I saw you drifting it, and I'm like, that's not going to go well. And then you let off, it caught, and you overcompensated.
And now my transmission's gone. Great.
Alright, you're right to the pits, it's fine.
No, there's a little hill to get up the pits. It's it's not good.
Wow, I've just knocked 0.12 of a second off my best lap.
Nice.
That lap.
That's like big. That's a big deal in these kinds of cars.
I mean, that also includes me having to slam on the brakes because somebody wiped out right in front of me.
completely wiped out. There we go.
Yeah, I can see you, like, you were drifting. And the moment you slowed down enough so the wheels caught, you overcompensated and snapped back. I'm coming for you, Schalke. I'm right on your ass now. So I'm still used to Forza, where to slow your car down, one of the things you do is you downshift very early. Whereas with this, downshifting early means you screw your clutch. Come on, we got this. We got this. But I can do it like a bike. I can pull down the change up button and then just bounce the throttle, and it bounces. It goes into a new gear. So it's exactly like a sequential gearbox, which I don't think I've ever seen in a game before. So I don't know if you do clutch shitting on your bike, Tad, but it's just that you gently, you're in second. You gently engage third. You pull on gently with your foot upwards to third, and then you just bounce the throttle off and on, and you'll just click up a gear. Quickest and smoothest way of changing gear. Take some practice, and if you ever get a quick shitter kit, they cut the throttle digitally, electronically for you. Okay, Schalke, all I have to do now is not screw it up for the rest of the race. Oh! Schalke got a little tail happy there. Oh, and so did I. That was unfortunate.
And I did smaller than you.
As I said, all I had to do was not screw up.
Yeah, but the size of it will matter.
Yes. Well, not screwing up at all would have been perfect.
Ideal.
Fortunately, I screwed up bigly. Schalke only screwed up smallly. I didn't take that anywhere near quickly enough, but if I can just come out of here...
Probably lose the most when I break down in the last turn or in there.
Well, let's hope that you've been overdoing it in your car. Okay, so I need to carry a lot more speed through these corners than you. Yeah, that's good. I've halved the gap between us. Nope, touch the curb. The curbs are so slippy on these tyres. Yeah, that's gone. I'm out. Oh, I'm scraping the bottom of the car on the chicane. Oops, that was reverse. Oh no, Max is going to beat me. Is Tag going to beat me as well?
No, I'm not in the race anymore. When you quit out to go to the pits, you're out of the race.
Okay.
I am not a non-issue. I'm just practicing.
Well, you start over.
Yeah, I put power down whilst the drive wheels were on the chicane, and that's it. Just immediately spun out.
Yup.
It's kind of weird combination to have continuous input and have to react fast, that things don't spin out of control.
Yes, I mean it's just like in a rail car. I mean the golden rule is if you ever do spin a car, you take it out of control, the moment it starts to correct, stop trying to correct it. Right?
Yep.
It's great. Let go of the wheel. Otherwise you will overcorrect, and that's when you end up just snaking down the road. So as soon as it starts to save it, that's when you have to stop trying to help. And that's what Tad screwed up. I saw Tad, it was overcorrected, he overcorrected it, and then that's it, it's gone. But yeah, I like these cars. I do. They're just quite
It's a very different driving experience.
My God, yes. So Tad, have you got Squadrons, or you're not gonna? You're gonna see how it goes?
I bought it.
First? You bought it, okay. Have you pre-downloaded it?
Not yet.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh.
You get 13 hours to pre-download it in, basically. Whoops! Too fast, too fast. But more so than the other cars, don't accelerate unless you're going fairly straight. Wow, it's all neck and neck as we're coming into the fast corner end of the straight here. I think I might take it easy in that case rather than screw up. That's the chicane not to touch. Oh, I'm so proud you guys are all doing brilliantly.
Woo!
Like in a proper racing, you'll have 20 people, and ideally you don't want any contact or breakdowns or anything. So everyone just racing. Well, my God, Shauka, that's terrible. Is that Shauka up my ass?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be aware.
Avoided contact.
Yeah, be aware, I might brake earlier than you. I've had people follow me on track before, and I'm like, I'm in 1,000 kilo Impreza. Please do not try and match my braking zone. You'll brake when I brake, and you'll slam right into the back of me. My car no longer changes gear. Now I can only change up, not down. Oh, great. You've knackered half my gearbox. I have to say, the car damage in this is phenomenal and really interesting. Like, having, like, the clutch slipping or not being able to change certain directions of gears is awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna drop you and get it back on the track.
You have to be so careful. Don't turn when you are... It will just spin out because these... Horrible to get that done on. Ah, good. I think the gearbox is only slightly knackered. Do these cars have a horn?
Not sure.
Nope.
I don't remember what the button is.
Horn button
Gee.
doesn't horn.
Oh. That's a t-shirt right there. Horn button doesn't horn.
Don't slip, don't slip, don't slip. Keep it up, keep it up. No.
Did I lose Shauka? Yes.
That was so...
Good, I can drive.
strange.
I can drive carefully for a bit then. That's the other thing. When you get good to win, you then have to start pushing it harder. Because it's quite easy to get around the track if you're not... You know, if you take it carefully and gently, you'll get around the track. It's when you're trying to eke a little bit more than the other guy, so you're trying to catch him or get away from him. And that's when screw-ups happen.
Should have gone to bit. Oh no.
Who's going down the straight right now?
Me?
Okay. Let's see what I can make a mess of your car.
Well, I just spun out pretty good.
Better stay away from me then. I think I can actually brake a lot later on the that straight on this
Yeah.
car.
Yes.
Like even later than I am.
This thing-
50 yards.
Yeah, I think 50's normally it's 75. I think 50's right. Which is quite a braking zone for a car doing 140 miles an hour by that point. I think F1 2018, I think, or 2019, the one that's on Game Pass, I think that's got VR support though. That's going to be even more intense than this. These are still quite slow cars, really.
And I'm again coming up this uphill. Which with clutch broken probably means that I will park here on the lane, so...
What? How did you break your car this time?
I tried to not spin, and there was like post that I ran into.
You tried to not spin and instead crashed into a wall. I mean, that's an approach. I'll give you full marks for what the fuck are you doing over there, Tad? Too late.
I think I'm backing up to where I ran into the wall.
Ah! Oh, 2.2 seconds off your personal best there, Max.
Hey.
Maybe we
Who's
should-
upside down?
That's probably Shout. I rammed him because he's in the middle of the road. I slammed all and steered, but there wasn't much I could do apart from just go, oh dear, we're all in
That
trouble.
didn't fix it.
No, well. Maybe I should write a racing game just called Unexpected Hazard, and it's all blind crests and sharp corners, and sometimes there's just a truck parked in the road with its indicators on.
In the vein of Fall Down.
Yes. But VR, has to be VR. Then it's quite scary braking hard. And, like, when I come around the corner and Shaq was there, it's horrible in VR. It's not like, oh, this is cool. It's like, oh, God, I'm about to have a car accident. Whereas in 2D, you're like,
Another car
this is cool.
accident.
I haven't had a car accident in years.
Minutes, you mean?
Not a real car accident.
Oh, fuck real. No.
Not since I was 18. When I had a very spectacular car accident. Yeah, 50 yards. Oh, it's a bit tight at 50, but you can brake at 50. Well, that's improved. And then pretty much
Oh, we have a gear 6.
there is a 6th gear. Who's upside down there?
I am.
Like you.
Just escape, go to pits.
No, I don't understand. Shaggy, talk us through this. You just went, oh wow, I found there's a 6th gear, but you found it whilst parked upside down in the gravel trap.
Yeah, I was watching the stream,
Oh yes.
and I thought I maxed out at 5.
No, it's 6.
Gotta push your car harder now.
No, gentler, to have fewer flips.
The flip was because I rammed you, but you were only rammed because you were parked in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I deserved it.
It says major damage. I don't think you can swap out a transmission that quickly. Even if this is built for that.
Yes. Yeah, you have to be so gentle, and like the moment you start moving, come off the throttle when you're on the deck.
Oh, they don't actually swap the transmission.
They just tell you they do, and then charge you
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
still knackered. It's still completely knackered. It's just swapping gears willy-nilly. Yeah, it's... Wow. Alright.
Yeah, that's really good, Max. That's better than I took that corner. Oh no! Too much welly.
All that are up
Sorry?
reach the goal. Are everybody that are gonna reach the goal?
I was just waiting for Max. I think Max is about to finish his last lap. There he goes. With a best time. I'm impressed, Max, that your best time was 2 seconds slower than me and 1 minute 30 something faster than Tad.
You didn't even finish the race. Like, what?
So I don't think you did. I don't think you finished the lap. So yeah, stop ramming.
I don't
people.
think... I'll stop when they stop.
Yeah, but just don't be where they can ram you.
Oh.
Can you guys actually see me looking around in my car, by the way? I guess you can.
We might be able to, but it's a formula car, and your head's completely obstructed by that back thing. The air intake.
See, I spend a lot of my time on these corners just keeping an eye on my wing mirrors. It's so cool watching I can see it all unfold in the wing mirrors. There's enough detail, and I can't wait for the new headset because the amount of pixels I'll have is just going to be crazy.
But this game doesn't really support that many pixels, does it?
Schalke, 6th gear.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, on a higher resolution headset, it will run at more high resolution. Oh, that's a little bit too fast, but not much. Oh, Max pushed it.
We lost Max.
A little bit too hard there. So did I.
Been stationary
Max, have you ever done go-karting at all, by the way?
once or twice.
Because what I have found is
I didn't hate it. Didn't like it. So.
Yeah. Well, I have found that when I've done simulator racing for a while, I get much better at reacting when my go-kart is about to do what. So So when you're playing your game, you have no G-forces,
Yeah, that.
and you're all
I
on.
don't feel the weight.
Yeah, but what I mean is, when you can get to the point like I did there, I began to lose it there, but I managed to use the visual cues to let off the accelerator and steer into the corner. Once you've got, I even say slightly good at simulator racing, you then go and you do go-karting. So you have all the visual cues and all the proper audio cues and the weight shift cues, your inner ear and your stomach. And holy shit, does you get better at go-karting once you've done simulator racing. And I was really surprised at the difference. I could recover from oversteering in the go-kart, 10 times quicker than I can in the simulator. But because I've done simulator stuff, I was already twice as quick as I used to be. I have done...
My enduring memory of go-karting was achy wrists because they had no power steering and they were fat tyres.
Oh yeah. And there's some good go-kart tracks up here actually, which I do enjoy. And I was amused because I tend to go on my bike to the go-kart tracks. I'm wearing my bike gear, so I don't need to wear their clothes or their helmet or their gloves. I'm wearing my own gear, which is a lot nicer. And then I realised about halfway through one of my sessions that I was wearing my bike helmet. So I pressed the button on my bike helmet, and then I could then connect my phone to my helmet, which was parked.
Nice.
So I had my helmet phone. My phone, was in my locker, and then I could start music up whilst I was driving round. Bugger, screwed that up. I forget how. So as I said, generally speaking, VR is not an advantage. You have two major advantages in VR in this: depth perception, and I can glance left and right, and I forget that you guys can't.
well, I can, but
you
I
don't.
haven't really practiced it.
Yeah, but you don't, because it's not real. For me, I'm just looking left and right at all points. Yeah, Max, because you've played, several hours of this game, I'm very curious how you will feel when you get VR in it. You'll be like, this is not the same game. This is incredible. It's like you've only ever seen a picture of something, and then suddenly you get it for real. It's that level of difference between VR and Pancake. Also, as a VR owner, you have to start calling it Pancake now and not 2D.
Right.
That's the correct
Pancake.
derogatory term.
Pancake.
Yeah, Pancake Gaming. Does this support VR or just Pancake mode? So that's one other thing about racing. I forced Schalke off there without touching him. I just sat on his ass, so he's trying not to let me pass. He's pushing it harder and harder and harder until off he goes. Yeah, I mean, Kohaka, I've done simulator. I've done like endurance sessions of go-karting, and that hurts, but it's a good workout. The main thing I will say, if you ever go go-karting, buy a back protector. I've got one. It's just basically foam. You just stick that at the back of your jumper, and it makes the whole karting experience a lot nicer. I mean, Kohaka, but if you have this game, you're quite welcome to join. I mean, as a rule of thumb, all of these stream sessions are open to patrons. So if you are a patron you want to join, feel absolutely free. Oh yeah, Max, you were so right about the braking point on that corner. Brake at 50, 6th, 5th, 3rd, and then take it at 3rd really nicely. You were doing so well until you just overcooked it on that corner. I just watched you drift off.
Yeah.
I said I was on a Castle Coombe in the Roadster, and a Impreza did exactly what you did. Tried to overtake, went round a corner, and just a little bit too much welly, too much in the corner, and they just pirouetted gently off the track.
Minor front damage, minor back damage, major damage. Fix it, bloody hell. Did you ever play in the old days Indy 500?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. And
Definitive racer.
Tweak the tires, tweak the whatnots.
oh yeah. Indy, the sequel was better because I remember it goes, I'm Paul Page from Papyrus, and this is IndyCar racing. Because IndyCar racing, stop me here, stop to sit down. It had texture maps on the ground, which was groundbreaking. I think maybe in the first game to actually have texture map ground. Absolutely astounding. The Indy 500 was just flat shaded, I recall.
I don't know. I was like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's a racing game. Oh, I don't like that. It came free with a sound card or something.
Yes, I think
Along with Lemmings, which I did like and played through all the way.
Wow.
I used my 1 hour's free training to work out how to play Lemmings.
Wait, you completed? I'm not sure I ever completed Lemmings. I think I did the first two hard. Like no way, the insane levels were bonkers.
Yeah, but I just sleep on it and come back to it and crack it.
Yeah.
I've got all the codes on an old jotter from school. I've still got the codes in it.
Did you play Lemmings 2: The Tribes?
Yes, I did.
That was very good. And then Lemmings.
Yeah.
What?
That
I mean,
one had some problems though. It was hit and miss whether you got the MIDI working or not.
Do you know who wrote Lemmings?
Signosis.
They were the publisher. Do you know who the developers were?
I'd probably do if I try hard enough. But anyway, go on.
DMA Design. Remember DMA? Wait, yeah. So Tad has gone wait. Tad, you said wait.
That's not Andy, is it? No, he's DMP, isn't he?
No, that's Todd. No, DMA Design did the Lemmings games and quite a lot of other games. DMA Design renamed themselves a couple of years after Lemmings. So, you know, Lemmings, one of the most seminal, widely loved games. They went to Psygnosis 3 times with it. They took it to 17 publishers before someone went, oh, I guess we'll publish it, but it won't sell very well. Went on to be a huge success. And they changed their name for some reason, I don't know why, and they could bring themselves to Rockstar Games, and then went on to do some games that you've probably heard of. So yeah, same game. Yep, same game.
I don't think I've ever heard of Rockstar.
They did the Horse Simulator.
Horse? Oh. I see what you did there.
Thank you. Oh, I think I put someone on my left. No?
I thought it was called the Plop Plop Simulator.
The Horseball Simulator.
Oh dear.
So Rockstar Leeds is quite close to me, and they tend to come a lot to the indie meetings. And I know the guy in charge of Rockstar Leeds. I chat. I go, "What's this about the Horseballs thing?" He goes, "Well, we found out at the same time the rest of the world did." So
oh no.
In Red Dead Redemption 2, your horse's balls shrink when they're cold, which real horse testicles do. It's a thing. And they go, we found out at the same time everybody else did. And I went and checked the code, and it is definitely in there. Someone just quietly just added it without telling anyone. So this person has some unsavoury knowledge of horse anatomy.
It's just standard anatomy, isn't it?
Joker, I blame you.
Possibly, but
Do you find it happens to males as well as men as well as
men as well as horses? Yes, I believe it is. It is definitely a thing. But it was just amusing, and it made headline news. Rockstar overall were very pleased that because it got them front page gaming news without having to actually write a press release.
Just past the pit stops.
What they say?
I hate it.
Never give a sucker an even break. I don't know. They say a lot of things.
The one about
Fritz.
No.
What the fuck? No.
What's it called? Always been on the news. Been in the news is good. keeps people in the public eye.
No news is bad news. No, hold on.
that's it, yeah.
There's no such thing as bad publicity. Not no news is bad news. No news is good news is the phrase. But yeah, the one you're thinking of is there's no such thing as bad publicity. I am living proof of this.
Oh? What happened to you?
Fortress Craft?
Oh, because everybody was getting butthurt about Minecraft clone.
Dev rips off
Again,
Minecraft
and
clone.
Again, and again.
I'm like, yeah,
and again,
and someone. So I remember someone said, "I'm telling all my friends about your game and your horrific clone." I'm like, thank you. Please tell all your friends. Once you've told them all, make some new friends and tell those too.
He was like, ah.
Wait, wait a minute. I haven't thought this through.
No, you haven't. But your righteous indignation feeds me.
So once as I've mentioned before, it looks like I'm buying a house. I am getting the process. Once I bought the house, I think once all that stress is done, I'm buying myself a motion platform. Just for this game, that's fine. I think I deserve it at that point. You just cut me up, you fuck. Did you check your mirrors? No.
Mirrors?
Mirror.
Okay, I've spun out twice. I need to go to the pits.
Left hand side of the track, Schalke. Or Max.
They are flagging me a blue.
Yes. Do you know what blue flag means?
Let them
you
pass.
I mean, yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Oh my god, you're actually doing it. Is that really annoying, having blue flag on your screen if I don't overtake you? So the guy we had in the channel earlier, Mike, I know him in real life, we have actually done a whole bunch of track days before. Him in his Civic and me in my Impreza. My car's a lot faster than his. And he got blue flagged because I was following him. I didn't want to overtake him. I just wanted to follow him and learn the track. Again, he got blue flagged. I'm like, I don't want to. Well held, Schalke.
Now you wanna pass?
I'm not passing. I'll pass when I'm good and ready. Not there. Don't need you to let me pass. I keep trying to wave my hands out the window, like that's gonna track it. Like I don't have any controllers on.
They don't have a motion capture glove for you?
Whatchamacallit, Leap Motion actually has that, but they are looking now into finger tracking stuff that is a module that goes on top of all existing headsets. And that'd be amazing if it could track my fingers and my steering wheel. Would be absolutely wonderful in all these games. Did you ram me, Schalke, and then came off worse?
I tried to avoid it. I was not successful.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to troll you, I promise. Yeah, 50 yards, hard brake, down to third. Accelerate, that works great. At the end of the straight. Oops. Oh man, I promised I'd do a dead stream tomorrow, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. Might do a short one.
I thought that was supposed to be Fridays.
No, it's Fortress Craft Fridays.
Oh.
But I said I might do a volumetric stream on Thursday. Might just do a short stream on Friday, because I'd like to implement the CPH integrating with the low detail system, just saying where don't you have a segment for, generate that one and then dump it immediately. I'm curious if I just leave it on overnight how much disk space it will take up as well. I think I know the answer, and I think it's in the terabytes, but I could do with an actual hard figure.
Or a crashed operating system.
I hope not.
Don't ever fill up your seat.
Doing it in primary drive.
Yeah, Windows I think is a bit. I think Windows now tends to panic before it's full and going, "You need to sort this out."
Yeah, but it's not really any good if you're not sat in front of it, is it?
True. I mean, what might actually happen is on Friday I just spent the whole day streaming and playing Star Wars Squadrons, going, "Oh my god, this is the best thing." or bitching on the forums it doesn't work. One of the two.
Also, I'm dreading.
About
Huh. It doesn't consider you finished the lap if you don't do your stop-go penalty.
Well, surprising
Rude.
that. Max, are you down with the plan tomorrow then? So at 9 PM we will begin streaming, and it will play at Rocket
I
League.
can't do the game.
Oh.
I'm just crashing to a wall. Volume. Repeat, please.
I said, are you down with the plan for tomorrow? So the plan is to start streaming at 9, play some Rocket League until 11 when Star Wars Squadrons goes live, and then bitch about the game not connecting or working for the rest of the
Platform
scene.
on our interest.
Origin.
I've never saw it.
No. It's on. If you buy it on the Epic Store, you'll get a free X-Wing for Fortnite.
I'll play Fortnite.
I'm like,
Not a child.
someone said, as long as they don't put free stuff for Star Wars Squadrons inside Fortnite, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can buy it through third-party sites. I'm pretty sure it's on Steam as well. There is a chance, but not till mid-November, it will also arrive on Game Pass. If you're on Game Pass Ultimate, because now you get all access to the... Yeah, are you on Ultimate? I can't remember. Or just...
£10 one.
Is that what I can't remember? But yeah, they are adding in support for all of the... Is that you, Tad?
What?
it's me looking at back.
Can you see me looking? Am I like...
Yeah. Sideways. Not up and down.
If I hide, does that work? No?
Hide.
I'm hiding.
I can't see you lower. You can get just your head. I found the horizontal thing, but it doesn't let you do it. Only vertical thing. Doesn't do the vertical.
Oops. Sorry. I went rum, rum, and then pressed... And then I accidentally put the car into reverse. And failed for the full start. Oh, no cars in race. Escape. Join.
What?
Press escape, then hit join.
Everybody is starting. Shenanigans.
Yeah, I accidentally hit reverse. So on the start line, I accidentally put the car in reverse, and it counted that as a jumping the lights. Well, it technically drew, but I was going the wrong way.
Yeah, I had that as well there. Why has it got two options? Join Pro today or pre-order for £35? Is the Pro thing?
For which, sorry?
EA.
EA, okay, so EA Pro is something else. EA Pro is when you want to play the latest and greatest flagship titles on a subscription basis. That's not part of the Game Pass. Game Pass is giving you access to, I think it's called EA Pass, and then there's EA Vault,
Well,
which is the old ones. Yeah.
It's not a Game Pass yet.
Most of the
No, it won't be-
battlefields are on EA Pass.
Yeah, it won't be in...
Looking
So
forward to that.
Game Pass doesn't gain EA Pass until the 18th of November, I believe. Which is
Yes.
when and lots of stuff joins Game Pass. Lots
Will
of
they
stuff.
then be sort of, if I've got it installed on one platform, I can use it on the other? Do I have to sort of
Well,
reinstall it?
I mean, to be honest,
I
it-
don't want to Origin installed and that installed. If you need to go for the same thing.
do you not have... Is it not on Steam? I mean, honestly...
It's on Steam.
It's on Steam, yeah, get on Steam then. I mean, honestly, I'd probably just buy it on Epic on the basis that's where a SnowRunner is. But what I would actually do is I would check the price on Epic, the price on Steam, and the price on Origin, and I would buy the cheapest one.
Sounds like a winner to me.
It's the same.
Is it? 35 quid in all of them?
Yeah.
Ah, well then, pick your favourite. To be fair, I think Origin is one of my favourite launchers because it's got the least shit in it. It's just a black box that says what game do you want to play. It has no user reviews, guides, screenshot sharing, anything. It's just a nothing of. It's not even a store. It's just a launcher.
Epic is pretty blank too.
I like that, but they keep adding crap to it.
Which does?
Epic.
Yeah, because
Because people
They're trying to
bitch.
compete with Steam.
Yeah, but people bitch it doesn't have all the features of Steam, and then they start listing shit like curator reviews. I'm like, no one gives a fuck about curator reviews. What the hell? I really like Steam. It's got curator reviews, and users can mark content up and down. Shut up. It's not why your game is your. It is only
Platform
there.
isn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only there to sell you your games and let you play them. Who's coming up on me? Not what I meant.
What you said.
Ew.
Who is coming up my rear?
Shulka.
No, wait, that's not any better either, is it? Who is right on my arse? No, still not good. Which one of
Who
you
is tasting last night's curry?
Who's sniffing my exhaust pipe? No, still not good. I can do this. I can do this.
I believe in you.
I've done much I can.
Damn, tires?
Right. Steam has. What do you mean that Steam has Proton? Proton. What the fuck's Proton? I mean, are you talking about the Steam back-end networking? Because any game that's cross-platform anyway won't be using that. Oh, that was good. I took that corner perfectly. Did Schalke? Oh shit, I was too busy looking at my rearview mirror. I've just paused this. Oh, bollocks. Oh, there he goes.
Take it slow, I can later overtake. If I spin out, it's all over.
No, no!
Is it over?
Nope. Whoopsie, I just put it into first. That was a very bad mistake. Because I was going too fast. I wasn't trying to parallel park or something.
Damn, this corner gets me every time.
Don't touch the chicane. Don't touch the
Yeah.
curb.
But I have a hard time judging that turn. What the fuck?
You can see your tyres though.
Yeah, it's much easier in VR. Like, that sort of stuff's easy to judge in VR. Like depth and distance. Also, Tad is playing on a 4.3 CRT, so...
Oh wow.
No.
It's a 16:9 CRT.
4x3.
Hey, wait,
Whoa, 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 whoa!
coming through.
Yeah, 16:9 is forward.
We've got some 16:9 CRTs at the arcade, actually. Like in some of the, there is a period where games started to ship with those, and they are quite unusual.
But isn't, hold on, it's just being a bit... 16:9, that ratio
Yep.
divides 16 by 4, by 9 by 3, that's 4-3.
No, you don't divide. You have to divide the.
Divide by 4,
You have to divide them by the same number, not two different numbers. Yeah. I mock you, but I have done the exact same thing. Going, why isn't that a 4-3? Yeah, the square root of each number happens to come to 4-3. Yeah.
Yeah. 16.
Yeah, I'll blue flag if they actually pass me, game.
I had a BMW driver do this on track. He was blue flagged, so he pulled across so I could pass him and didn't slow down. I'm like, dude,
No,
my car's...
screw you.
It's not that much faster, it's only a little bit faster. No, Tad, I don't need you to let me past. Wait. Oh my god, I am 3 feet off your rear wing. I have to say, if we actually all got good at this, this would be incredibly exhilarating. Like when you are absolutely this close to the back of another car. If he brakes earlier than me, it's all going to go wrong for both of us. And I'm assuming he doesn't want me to, so he is pushing it. I say pushing, he's only using half the track for some weird reason.
I'm blue flag, so I'm gonna let you pass if you can pass me.
Challenge accepted.
To finish the race.
Oh yeah, good point.
He's gonna let you blue flag.
What was
Any
that?
minute now.
I've won.
Alright, pits. Screw that.
Stop breaking your cars. Remember, what's the phrase? To win the race, you must first finish.
Do we want
the-
Max back in? Are you coming back?
I'm just doing updates to make sure I've got.
Oh, there's an update to my GeForce drivers as well. I probably need to do that tomorrow.
So when are they releasing the download?
5 o'clock tomorrow morning.
5 in the morning.
No, you can preload it at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or at least I can. You can on Origin. I don't know if they're keeping Steam in sync. I can preload it at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then I can start playing it at 11 o'clock tomorrow evening. Which seems like a generous amount of time, but I don't think Tad can download the game in 13 hours, so it's a bit ridiculous, because they promised we could preload on the 28th. And then they changed it.
I might be able to, but the rest of my family's gonna be very upset.
Why?
Because the internet will
there's
be
more than
hammering it
one-
down all day.
Yeah, it's gonna be just siphoning off everything. So they're gonna try to watch a YouTube video or Netflix and go,
Damn it.
"What the fuck?"
Just say there's a problem with the internet. Just unplug them. Turn the
Whoa!
Wi-Fi off. Just say it's some sort of internet problem and you'll fix it when you get home.
That was a really good corner, actually. Tad?
That was not.
Oh, that was awful. The worst thing about VR, I have to blindly cut you up and pray that I'm not going to get rammed from behind you. You get all the same sort of shivers down your back that you're going to get rammed.
Star Wars Squadrons. None of your friends have played this game. Tell them why they should. Yes,
Cool.
okay.
Wait, can you review it? No, you have to have 15 minutes so you can review it.
It says no. There's a question here. No preload for Steam guys. It appears people's on Origin have already preloaded their game.
Well, they haven't because it's not been available, so that's bollocks for a start.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, in reality, on your internet connection, it won't be a problem.
So here it's saying probably tomorrow. This is 42 minutes ago. Probably tomorrow, like today now. Thursday. Probably tomorrow because the devs already stated that you can play it at midnight Thursday.
Yeah, midnight GMT, which is... No, wait, midnight? Midnight where? It comes out at...
Thursday.
Midnight where?
Yeah.
It comes out...
Doesn't say where.
Yeah,
Doesn't say where.
it says it goes live at 11 p.m. BST, sorry. Oh my god, can you imagine if it goes live an hour earlier on Origin than Steam? Can you imagine how pissed people are going to be?
Yes.
To be fair, it is Origin's game, so
I was about to say I think I'm getting good at this, but if I say that, I will immediately spin. Well, no, Kohaka, it's very simple. If you're worried about people cracking for launch, you ship the data, but not the executable. And then you only ship the executable when the game comes out. So everyone's got the data, maybe a small patch. They haven't said why they've changed it. That's just not been a thing.
a lot of game companies just aren't as transparent as they used to be.
Well, the weird thing was, I got the message saying, the email from Origin saying, preload now. So I clicked it, then it went preload in 1 week. I'm like, okay, but your email I just got said down, alright, then I'll wait a week.
So this says, there's a chap here saying that preload is at 1st October,
5 a.m.
UTC.
Yes, 5 a.m. BST, yeah.
So I never knew that preloading a game would be such a game changer for some people. I don't mind waiting half an hour on release day. I've really been waiting a few days now.
Yeah, but if you're on a slow internet connection, you want a week to pre-download it.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys all out the race? Shall I just restart?
Shulka is. I'm still in it, but I'm not doing well at all. Oh, there goes my transmission. Never mind.
You've blown the transaxle. You're just grinding metal.
The blasted summer flange.
The fuck is a summer flange?
That's what he said too.
Wait, do we only have 2 people in the race? Oh no, there you are. I had to move my head to see you in the room there.
No.
Do we need to...
Why are we still paying 20% VAT on games when we can pay 5% to go out and eat?
Have they reduced the VAT on food?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
5%.
That's odd. Because the government are really keen for us to all get out and get coronavirus. I mean, restart the economy.
No. Corona won't get you until 10 o'clock at night.
Ah, I didn't think about that. So,
It's true. He's right.
So at the arcade, we've got we are licensed as a bar at the arcade, and one of the rules is you're not allowed to have people stand up and eat. They have to have somewhere to sit. So we've got a certain number of tables, and people are like, do we have any tables of 4? Like, we don't have room for tables of 4. You can only sit in tables of 2, and you're not allowed to stand and eat. You have to have a table. We have to bring you the food to the table because people aren't allowed to queue up at the bar anymore either. I'd say you guys look
And also,
super professional right now.
Me?
Both of you look super awesome. Totally. Apart from Schalke, who's a little bit enthusiastic into the corner and isn't checking his right. Sorry, Max, what were you saying?
Something about Steam and reloading.
Coronavirus, queuing,
Oh, no, that was it.
tables.
In the pub. Yeah, they have to come to you.
Yep.
Sat down.
It kind of makes sense, but it kind of makes sense, but not as much sense as closing up the pubs till everyone isn't at risk of dying. That makes more sense. and just honestly,
That's the idea of taking track and tracer. So
Well-
someone does get it, you know who to isolate.
well, the other thing is, I mean, realistically, we are in a point in time where things have changed massively in the last year. And if you are a business that relies on people coming to you, and they're not, why not transition to a business that takes whatever is to other people? You deliver beer. You deliver all your wonderful...
Oh,
ale.
deliver beer?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I'll just go to Tesco.
Well, yeah, but if you want, nice beer, I assume that's it. Tad, do you know what Bottlo is?
A bottle-o?
Bottlo, yeah. Wow. I've learned how to win. I just asked Tad a question and he just slams the corner thing.
Brains.
So,
Bottle-o?
Bottlo,
No,
yeah.
I don't think I've heard of that word.
Well, you can work out what language I've just said it in, of course, but from the fact I've just stuck O at the end of it. Yeah? It's Australian. So Bottlo it's a generic term, but specifically it is a brand name, but it is the Australian term for a drive-through alcohol shop. And they have lots of them. And you drive in, you don't even get out your car, you can pre-order it, and you pop open your boot, they'll put all the alcohol in your boot, and then you drive off.
Wow.
And I was like, sorry, drive-through alcohol shop, my god. Australia is living in 2050, I tell you. Come on, Schalke, you can do it. You can do it.
You drive through Costa.
Yeah, but they won't sell you whiskey, and they won't put it in your boot for you. Jesus Christ, Schalke.
Well, can you get,
Trying to
an
do
Irish
it.
Coffee?
Can you get what, sorry?
Can you get an Irish coffee?
Not from Costa, no. I don't think Costa have an alcohol license. But it's one of the most Australian things ever is, say, drive-through.
Very
It's
Australian,
Bottlos. So it's like this. So right now I am pushing this as hard as I can. I do not want to let Schalke go. Schalke is on my arse. I need to either put distance between it or have him screw up. But it's equally likely I'm going to screw up because I am now giving it all she's got. So let me see, for VR we've got Squadrons, we've got this. I don't recommend War Thunder for a while, I really don't. But we've also got Star Trek Bridge Crew with our new VR setup. No Man's Sky. I think he'll struggle with No Man's Sky on the controllers, but I think he'll be right on the pad. Which is a little bit odd, but I can't play it on a pad. There's no way I can use smooth locomotion in VR. It's just not happening. No matter how much I might want it to.
And there's the bomb game, but that's partial VR.
Yeah.
What?
So keep talking and nobody explodes. We can do that. We can do that. It has two drawbacks. One, none of you can watch the stream. 2, I have to be the person that defuses the bomb every single time. So
Somebody with a VR headset.
or somebody with VR, yes. But then that
Content.
means that Max needs to get me the stream so I can then upload the stream to the internet, which he can do over Discord. But then I can't look at his stream. So a little bit tricky that one, but it is a good game. I have some bound and printed copies of the manuals as well. Damn, Shalkra's right on my ass still. Waiting for it either him to balls it up or me. But yeah, as I said, I am not good at racing games. You saw that. I mean, Mike, for all my jokes, I was barely able to keep up with him, let alone overtaking, because he's good at racing games. Thankfully, in reality, my car is way faster than his, and four-wheel drive, as we all know, is best wheel drive. So I always win on actual real tracks.
So, I'm wondering when people to catch this update.
Sorry, say that again. The car's very loud.
I'm just wondering if I need to leave my computer on to grab this update at 5 in the morning.
No, I mean, you'll be able to start it up at night. You know, if you start it when the stream starts, it will be done before the stream's done.
It's going to be high demand, isn't it? So,
Yeah, but Steam has a lot of bandwidth.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, leave my computer on till 5 so it picks it up first.
But why not just start it up when you get up?
All that.
Goddamn, Shaka, you are giving me anxiety. You're just sitting. He's just back there. If I screw anything up, he's on me.
We opened it up a little for you.
Yeah, but I that's some of the best laps I've ever done. Like, I've just been absolutely just. Oh, and my best lap, 121.
Oh, guys, well, bedtime for me.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow for some futuristic gaming.
Yes. Alright, bye guys.
Night night.
Game.
Night game.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, I would like to play some more diorama style games. There's a number of things we can do. I mean, I don't think Shalka or Tad have any particular plans to get VR headsets immediately, but it would be...
Oh, there goes my transmission. Yay!
Dude, what are you doing?
What?
Mechanical sympathy. Sorry, wait, if I lean behind, I can just look through the car. Wait, there's only 2 people. Wait, where's Shalka? Wait, we've lost Shalka.
I think I will head off soon.
Okie dokie. I will probably make this my last lap then. I need to print some 3D flappy paddles for this. I haven't got around to... no one else has done it, and I haven't got around to designing them yet. So Todd's easy to beat. All I need to do is wait for a corner and ask him a question.
Please don't.
No, I will.
I'm in the army. I'm not very smart.
Did you watch the debate last night, by the way?
No, but I saw everything for it. It doesn't sound like I missed a lot.
Okay, just. There's a huge call to have it so whoever gets asked the question, the other person's mic's cut. And someone said, and afterwards, both uncut, unedited ones should be put up online, so there's no questions of anything else. But,
I like that.
And I was like, yeah, I watched a bit of it going, holy shit. But yeah, Biden just going, oh, shut up, man. I love that. And just calling him a clown was just very special. I'll give you that one.
What was it? What was it? The third candidate we've got, the Libertarian candidate.
Oh yeah.
During the debate and after, her website crashed because of traffic. So that speaks for itself too.
I've no idea why it's not a cut mic thing. I've no idea why they do. What are you doing? Don't accelerate during the corner. Don't accelerate. I can see you sliding it out. Stop accelerating while steering.
It's too about the departmental conflict. Because in an X-Wing you'd like to say that you're standing by, but now it can seem like bad taste.
It was. Someone said Conservatives think Trump won, Liberals think Biden won, but the real loser was America. Real loser was America, who still doesn't have a COVID-19 plan. Someone said the only real winner last night was Voyager, who is now 17 light years from Earth.
Yes, we do have a third, or we have two third parties. But only one of them got all the petitions in to be available on every single ballot in this country. And that's Dr. Joe Jorgensen for the Libertarian Party.
Jorgensen? I think if it's pronounced Jorgensen?
Maybe.
Come on. You can do it. Yeah, okay. On to the grey stuff.
Just go.
Grey stuff. No.
This?
Yeah, no. Gently. Don't accelerate on the grass. Get your car pointed towards the tarmac. Go straight. Don't steer and accelerate in a rear-wheel drive car on slicks on grass.
The slicks are what's really getting me. I do like some tread.
Or, and hear me out, don't drive on the grass.
Don't drive like a complete asshole, yes.
Take that corner much wider. You only use half the track. Should have been further over to the left, should have been further to the right, should have been further over to the right. And so I took the corners better than you, and therefore...
You have more speed out of it. Yep.
Not much, but enough. Now, the real one is the braking bar. I tend to brake a bit earlier. I tend to take this corner safer. Like that, see? Nice and safe. Come out, more speed. Up to fourth, down to third. Quite a lot of accelerator to the third. Don't touch the curb. Full throttle, don't touch the curb. Go wide, up to fourth. So you're not using enough of the track. You need to go all
I'm really not.
Yeah. It's hard to, in reality. Basically, the only time I use all the track is when I'm going too fast and I start to slide. And that's like when that's when you know you're doing it right. You're sliding from left to right. Oops. Put in first. No. See, but much wider there. Further right, way further left, way further right. Down to third, hard on the gas, all the way. Yeah, that's good. That's a good line. Up to fourth, down to third. Should have been further to the left. Should have been further to the left again. And yeah, man, your line's terrible.
I'm not really pushing in these corners like I usually do.
We should be, given how close I am behind you. Not this one. This is the one not to push. That's the one to take very carefully. Gently, don't steer, just get the car rolling. And that's it. Don't accelerate while steering. I can see the physics are great. I can see you screwing up. You had your foot flat to the floor. In that case, you should have got the car rolling, straightened it up, and then put your foot down. Just like a bike. Don't accelerate in the corners.
I keep feathering it, and that's what's really screwing me up, because that's how I drive normally, and that's
feather it more.
That's a lot of bad habits. I just would have to break myself up for this.
Wide. Look, all the way over here, all the way over there, and that straightens you up for this chicane.
I do like it with your car so close. If our harmonics are just slightly off, I get
Yes.
a very different sound, which is very cool that they did that.
It's kind of actually inherent in audio. It's one of the ones you try and avoid doing. It's very hard.
What?
It's very hard to not do it. Getting audio slightly in and out of phase is very hard to undo when it's doing it. And you
But
don't,
that's how it works, so why would you fight it?
because in reality you don't end up with two sounds the same. Even two identical cars they can phase in theory, but in practice, not so much. Now, man, you're on your own now. Told you.
That's fine. You were always gonna win.
I know, that's not the point.
Oh,
And
360.
break the gearbox. Right, well, much as I want to play this all night, which obviously I always do, my eyes are beginning to buckle in on themselves, so I am going to call it there. But yeah, we should definitely. I like this game. We should definitely come back to it. I feel we should maybe all buy it. I literally have to close my eyes when you do that. Literally, it's it. When I press escape, it turns the force feedback off. So this game's already better than SnowRunner.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Nice.
We.
Such a competent game.
It is.
Give it mad props for being so competent.
Yes.
It feels right. Like, I wish I felt it better, but that's just from I'm not having anything but a mouse to play on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've played it on mouse. It works, but it's not brilliant. I would honestly recommend playing it on a steering wheel. One of the few games I do. I've got the slightly pukey burps. But yeah,
Oh, no.
gonna head off now, guys. So cheers so much for watching. And remember, tomorrow it is Rocket League and then Star Wars Squadrons. We'll see you there.